AMPradio.net, man. It's you already know, man. Listen, it's Giving Tuesday, and today we're talking to, I'm gonna say, all my nonprofit partners for Fusion Friday, but more so I'm talking to the nonprofits in the area of Chester, Pennsylvania, the people that inspire me to change, the people that help me keep my head up, the people that speak life back into me. They're also speaking life into their community. They're talking about issues that matter. They're talking about issues that we all should be concerned with. And I want to start with Ms. Zulene Mayfield. Circle. Circle stands for Chester Residents Concerned for Quality of Living, right? If you don't know who Circle is, then you don't know too much about Chester, right? Circle is always and has always been, I want to say since 1992, right? Been out on the front line fighting for things we didn't even know we needed to be fought for. Holding organizations, companies accountable for the pollution that they leave when they lift their foot up, right? Holding our community leaders accountable for agreeing with these corporations for continuing to poison our air, our waters, and our ground, man. I want to thank Ms. Zulene Mayfield for this moment to talk about her nonprofit, Circle, and what Circle has on the agenda and everything Circle stands for. How are you doing, Ms. Zulene?
I'm doing well. I'm doing well.
Yes.
You know, the motto is, as long as you fighting, you never lose. And I can tell you this, as people in America, who we are, our life will always be a fight.
Yes, it will.
It will always be a fight. It will always be a battle as long as hate rides on the system. We will always be in a battle. Always. And we would really be foolish if we thought that, oh, life would be great and grand and wonderful and we can breathe. And yeah, we can sometimes, but we cannot keep we can't let our minds get clouded.
No.
You know, they want us distracted with parties and shaking the butt and people that we don't know nothing about. We know more about them, about these stars, these little nasty, ratchet people, than we do about our children's school teachers.
Come on.
Okay? Make that make sense.
No, we can't.
No, we can. You know, you have people that know more about your community that live in Russia,
right,
and Germany,
right,
and Belize,
right,
and Africa, and Sweden. They've all been here.
Right.
They only come to our community because we have a dramatic, an overwhelming problem that they are aware of. We are being subjected with environmental genocide. We're not going to sugarcoat it. It is what it is. And it's always been that way. When they redlined us into certain areas, they made the determination then that all of the undesirables that they didn't want to be exposed to would impact us as a people, Black, brown, and indigenous people. And we have got to realize, you know, some of the things that go on in our community, you know, are not our fault. We have families that are ravaged by cancer.
Right.
By cancer. And I was always raised up, oh, we have a cancer gene.
Right.
There's no such thing.
No such thing.
There are factors that contribute to our poor health.
Absolutely.
And some that we're not even aware of. We're not aware of. But we can be smarter. We can be more strategic, and we can hold these people accountable for the dirt that they do to our communities. And it's a pure evilness. It's a greed component to it. And it's how we're looked at as a people. Right. You know, the man said, well, it's Chester. Oh, well, what else do you expect out of Chester?
What? A lot of things out of Chester.
We want the same things that you desire
That
for
you
your
want,
community.
right? Exactly.
The exact same things. We want to
Exactly.
live in a safe area. We want to educate our children. We want
Yes.
to go to work and live in comfort.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
We don't ask for anything extraordinary.
Hmm.
But whenever there's anything concerning Chester, the racist mentality comes out, and that's their trauma. They can't traumatize us with it anymore. It is what it is.
Right.
But how miserable are you when you think you don't have or you can't get because of another people? How miserable are you? How damn you done stole everything you got? Why are you still mad? You still mad because despite everything you've done to us, you have not extincted us. You
We're
wanted
still
to
fighting.
extinct us.
Yes. Yes.
You still want to extinct us.
Right. Right.
And despite everything that we go to, you still can't keep us from rising. We still achieve. We got one of the worst school districts, but guess what? We still produce PhDs.
Right. Right.
Still. A couple of weeks ago, we had an environmental youth summit. And we were looking for 50 students, 50 kids from the tri-state area. Well, we had 62.
Wow.
But the thing that did my heart good, we had 9 young men, teenagers, that walked up in that building. I didn't have to go find them. I didn't pull them off a corner.
Right.
They walked in on their own. Because they want something. They want something good. They want somebody to care about them, and they need something to do. That's positive. They want it, they desire it, and they fight against the propaganda. They fight against, these crazy familial systems that they live with. They are fighting against the box that people have already put them in.
Right.
As a Black man. They are subjected to things that I've never been subjected to.
I explain that to my son every day. I tell him about his decision making, and knowing when to leave a situation. Right?
Absolutely.
Knowing when enough is enough. I said, your dad did it so you don't have to. I went through it so you don't have to. I changed my life even though I didn't have to go through that, right? I went through it and I did it so that you can understand, right? You can make better decisions than me, right?
My father, JP, used to always say something to me and I never understood it. He used to say it all the time. And as a teenager, he used to get on my nerves about it. Seriously, I'm like, oh, here you go. And he used to always say, he said, Leanie, he said, our job is to advance the next generation. I'm like, oh, here we go with this, because he was from Mississippi.
Right.
And I never understood it until I got to be 30-something years old. And I'm like, oh, bingo, Dad.
There it is.
I got it. And I've been doing this for 33 years.
33 years.
30, and it's okay. No matter how tired I am, how frustrated, how overwhelmed, how, the odds seem insurmountable, the mountains get higher.
They do.
But we have to always understand what our purpose is and what our unique assignment is. We have unique assignments. People won't understand it.
They won't.
My family tried to talk when I was getting death threats. They was threatening to kill my mother and set my house on fire. My family was like, you got to stop this.
No, this is why I do it. I'm getting somewhere. If they're reaching out to hurt somebody, it's moving. Right.
So, we have to understand our unique assignment, and we can't sometimes convey to other people what our drive is, what our passion is. It's internal. It's God-given. This is your assignment, JP. And no matter how many times you ready to walk away from it, you're not going to be able to.
No,
I
no.
ran away from mine. I went all the way to hell of California.
Right. And they brought you
Okay.
all the way to
I
hell back.
packed a bag and said, Mom, I'm out. I'll call you. Only person knew where I was my mother.
Right.
And I said, don't tell nobody where I am.
Mm.
I just need to be for a minute.
Right.
I still had my house. My lights was on. The phone was on. Cable. I paid all my bills.
Right.
I wasn't even here.
Mm.
But you try to run away from something where you didn't quite understand, why are you really doing this? You know, what is the mentality? Are you sick? Are you ill? I mean, it's not like you don't have a life.
Are you a glutton for punishment?
Or you know,
Right.
but it internally, it is what you were prepared to do.
Yes.
And at one time, I'd be like, God, are you sure? Because I don't want to do this no more. This conversation not ahead. All right, I need a little bit of help here, because this is,
right. It's getting heavy.
It is heavy.
Mm-hmm.
When you look and you say, if I don't do this, how many other people will they have the ability to kill? Unopposed.
Right.
Unchallenged.
Right.
And do it in silence.
Mm-hmm.
So, we have to be the bearers of a lot of weight, but it's okay.
Yes, we do.
It's okay, because if he didn't make you, who would be doing it?
Whoever he made in my place, right? At that time. Whoever
there's nobody else could be in your place.
Right.
It's your assignment.
I get it.
This is my assignment.
Mm-hmm.
And and it's not about people say, well, what do you want your legacy to be? My legacy, I'm living now. My legacy is that on this given Tuesday, people will care enough about themselves, care enough about their children,
come on,
care enough about their community, not get caught up in the BS about Cardi B. I don't give a rat's behind about Cardi B, Sexy Red, none of them.
None of them, right?
They don't put
nothing.
1 minute of time on your life.
Right.
But you wasting your life.
Right.
Knowing all about them. And you don't know what your son brought up in your house.
Oh.
That's craziness. That's craziness. When we have the marches, people, oh, well, don't look like nobody from Chester was in the march. Well, where were you? Where were you? How can somebody else from a different stance in life, a different circumstance so far removed, care more about you than you care about yourself? And it's not only in March, it's meetings. It's when we need phone.
And we are back. It is Giving Tuesday. I want to first take a moment and apologize to Ms. Lee. We had to cut your recording. We will be back with you at 5 o'clock so that everyone can get your full message. Right now, we are here with City Team. And who do I have?
Hi, I'm Rashana McKnight.
Nice to meet you. I am familiar with City Team. Awesome organization's been around forever.
Thank you.
I will not tell your story. I will let you tell it.
Okay.
But I was really inspired to see that you're coast to coast.
Yeah. So we're based in Chester, so obviously we're serving folks here in Chester, but then we also have locations on the West Coast. We're actually the only city team that's on the East Coast. So we're out here by ourselves, but still doing the same work.
Doing great work.
Thank you. And our programs are pretty consistent across the board.
So now we're going to get into the programs.
Yep.
Many careers ago, I was an educator. You know, with education, your child needs to come to school with immunizations. I was grateful to find City Team and be able to refer families to City Team to help them get their shots and stay up to date with all of that. Mm-hmm. I know a lot has changed with the pandemic and services being offered because you once were a shelter as well.
We still are a shelter.
So I would love to hear about all the programs that you have going on.
Well, I'd love to tell you.
All right, let's get into it.
Yeah, we've got a little bit of everything. So I should start by wrapping it all up with our mission statement.
Okay.
Our mission is to share Christ's unconditional and redemptive love by caring for immediate needs and enabling lasting solutions. So
You
that
didn't have to read that. You know that.
No,
so it's giving,
we
it's
live
giving
it.
you live it.
We
yes.
live it. We live
yes,
it.
Yes, yes.
So it's like I always say it because it really gives you an explanation on like why we're doing so many things and why our programs look so different from one to the next. But basically, we want to be able to meet people wherever they are. So if someone is coming to us and they have an immediate need, they're saying, I need food right now, I need clothes right now, whatever that might be, we want to be able to provide them and meet them there. But then also if there's someone who's saying like, I need support so I can figure out how to get out of this cycle or how to change my circumstances, we want to be able to do that too. So in the immediate needs part, we give out food, we give out fresh produce, we serve an evening meal every single day without fail, rain, sleet, or snow. We have an emergency shelter where someone can come and just have a safe place, a warm place, a cool place, depending on what time of the year it is, but some place where they know that they'll be safe and they can find some security for the period of time that they're with us. We also distribute items like diapers, wipes, and formula, clothing for adults, baby items like cribs and pack and plays and things like that. And then on the other side, we have our residential programs. So we have a program for young women with and without children where they can stay with us for about a year typically, and we're able to help them work on financial planning, figure out their career or their education, whichever path they want to go down. We also have a residential program for men who are in recovery and men who just need some help stabilizing. So maybe addiction isn't something that they dealt with, but they still did they needed some more support in some way. Maybe that's it. I hope that's it. There's a lot going on.
Wonderful stuff.
Thank you.
So you gave us a bit about your organization. And I think about all of those programs. Can you tell me who you primarily serve?
Yeah. So all of our programs are serving folks who are struggling with financial insecurity. Sometimes that shows up as housing instability. Sometimes it shows up as food insecurity. But it's anyone or any family who is struggling to make ends meet and needs some support in their day-to-day life.
And so what inspired the foundation of the organization?
Well, in Chester, we actually started as a soup kitchen.
Okay.
So it
and
was...
when was that?
That was in 1988.
Well, that's the year I was born.
You didn't have to tell anyone that. But yeah, so it was a soup kitchen. So basically there were some pastors and some, just local community members who said, people are hungry here. How can we help? They came up with CityTeam here in that application as the soup kitchen. And as people were coming in, they were seeing like a pattern. So they're like, we're serving a lot of men who are struggling with addiction and need some support in that way. And so we grew to encompass what's now called our Renew program for men who are in recovery from addiction. And then that story just continued on. So we would be serving men who needed support in their recovery. And then we realized, well, there are also men who can't find the resources they need and aren't struggling with recovery. Right. Let's help them. Then we had families who were coming in to get the food that we were providing, so the fresh produce or the non-perishables. And we're like having conversation and realizing that they really needed help changing their circumstance or they were going to have to keep coming back for the food. So then we were able to, thankfully, create our Women's Turning Point program, which is the residential program that we have now.
I love that. That is awesome. Thank you for that.
Thank you.
Especially with the organization being around so long. What does that impact to the community look like? I know a CityTeam, but if I were to refer someone to services, how or when would I tell them, to go, or what would those steps look like?
Yeah. So because of the folks who we're serving, we know like they're in a state of crisis or they're just feeling like, what can I do? I don't know what to do. We try to make ourselves available at all times. So basically, any day and time, if someone walks into our building, they're going to be met by someone who's like, you know what, I'm not the person who can help, but I can give you the phone number, or I can tell you when to come back, or I can help you with the food right now, just to get you by. But the best time is to come to our building between the hours of 9 and 5, Monday through Friday. We'll have staff who can come meet with you and share with you about our programs and hear your story and see where you might be a good fit. And anything that we can't do, we have connections in the community to try to connect you elsewhere. There's never going to be a time where someone comes to our building and is told no. Like, it might be, we can't, but we know someone who does.
Okay.
And so that's really the best way. People could also just give us a call. If you give us a call, we'll schedule a time for you to come and meet with us. We want to be accessible. We want it to be easy for someone to get the help that they need. And so we try to do that every step of the way.
Wonderful. Now, speaking of connections, can you tell me about a connection or a partnership that you're proud of?
Yeah. So I feel like in this last year, we have gotten so much closer to Widener University, which is just great. Like, literally, we're minutes from each other. Mm-hmm. So it's been nice because we've always had some volunteers just come and like complete their service hours with us. But this year, we partnered with their business students, and we talked to them about our Christmas program, and they helped us to figure out ways to bring in the financial support that we need to purchase the toys and things that we distribute. They also came and got involved in the packing that we did for Thanksgiving and Christmas. And so what I am really encouraged by is seeing like all of these young people who are not really familiar with Chester outside of their school, mm-hmm. and are like, well, how can I help? How can I get involved? You know, and it's interesting because I know, you know, when you're in college, it feels like it's your whole world. Like, you're like, I can't take on one more thing. This is a lot of work and time I'm putting in. So when the students are really stepping outside of that and saying, I have something to offer, it's really like, it fills me up. So.
Absolutely. So a theme that we've had in in a lot of the interviews that I've done today is time, talent, and treasure.
Yep.
Right? So it sounds like those students are not giving not just their time, but their talent too.
Absolutely.
Because those skills that they're learning, and are creating treasures in that connection for you.
Absolutely.
So with it being Giving Tuesday, the Global Day of Generosity, what's your ask for Giving Tuesday, and what programs or projects is it supporting?
So year round, we're always trying to feed people. So for our city team this year, for Giving Tuesday, we're trying to feed 20,000 people. So we're asking for people's help in making donations that help us do that. We make $1 stretch. So if someone gives us $2.99, we can feed someone with that $2.99. And so if someone is interested in supporting in that way, I can convince them that City Team is the place to go. But then also, we want people to be hands-on. So I know how rewarding it is for me to get to be a part of like the programming and helping to pack the meals, or to actually be downstairs when our guests are coming in to receive the meals and be able to smile and pray for someone and just be present in that space. And I want that for everybody.
Yes.
I want people to feel the joy that they'll get from giving back and to really connect with someone. A lot of times folks who are struggling are walking through life like with their head down, just trying not to cause any problems, and they don't feel seen and they don't feel heard. And every single one of us can offer a smile or a kind word to really lift them up.
It doesn't take a thing.
It doesn't take much. It really doesn't. And what I know is, as a people, like, we want to do that. Mm-hmm. We just have to kind of step outside of our comfort zone to do it. And so I hope that people will also come and, like you said, give us their time, talents, and treasures. We don't turn any of it down.
So how can people come and volunteer?
Yeah, so we actually have a volunteer website page. It's called Volunteer Hub, and it makes it really easy for people. Okay. So, we want to make it as easy as possible. So if you go to our website, mm-hmm. which is cityteam.org/Chester, there's a button that says Get Involved. If you click on that button, it will take you to our Volunteer Hub page, which has a full calendar of activities. People can click on one of those and register instantly, or they can give us a call and we can help walk them through that. I know everybody's not great with technology. And then all the time we have people just show up and say, I didn't even know I was going to have time today, but I do. Can you plug me in? And we're usually like, yes, we've always got work. So
love it. Love it. Love it. So you told us about your partnership with Widener. You told me about how community members can get involved by donating their time, talents, and treasures. Mm-hmm. I've also asked organizations, especially in the wake of the political climate and, coming off of the pandemic and the setbacks that we've had, what's your biggest challenge that you're facing right now as an organization, knowing that we have viewers who can lend their time, talent, and treasures to sort of, offset that?
Yeah. I mean, it's all the things, if I can be honest.
Absolutely. That's what we're all about.
Yeah, because immediately where my mind goes is the families who were impacted by the SNAP benefits being paused. And so it's easy to say people need more food, and that's accurate and it's true and we see it. But the reality of the situation is that there are some families who said, I can't pay this bill so that I can feed my family. So it's not just about the food, it's about all of the things that we have to pay for on a regular basis. And when you have to take your money from that you typically would budget this way and spend it another way, it just is like a domino effect. So families need help with food, but they also need help with clothing. They also need help with school supplies. Like all of those things that people are trying to budget for on a regular basis kind of went out the window for a while and will be out the window until they can get back on track, if that's even possible. So, yeah, I mean, I think we're seeing more people who need food, and we're trying to meet that need. But the cost of food is also extremely high right now. So that's difficult. And like I said, I think that trickles into other places that, families are impacted. Everything. I don't know if I answered the question, but
No, you did. We can all help in every way.
Yeah.
And the biggest obstacle, at least my takeaway from it, is people not stepping in to help, because there's a way that we can help in every way.
Yeah, and I think it's important for people to reach out to the organizations that are like trying to provide the support, because it's easy to like make an assumption and say this is what someone needs, but the organizations that are like in the work on a daily basis are talking with the people who need support, and so we're learning directly from them how they need the help, and then we can communicate that to someone if they ask. So yeah, I think if there's something that is stirring in your heart, whether you're saying like, I really want to know how to provide people food, reach out to the organizations that are providing food and say, what are you guys usually low on? Or what is the most popular item? Or what day of the week is like when you see the most people? Those kind of questions, so that you're providing the support that really is like the most meaningful and the most impactful.
Absolutely. So when you think about providing support, you've answered the call to a lot of needs within the community, and you offer a lot of different programs or support through resources, right? What's your strategic plan to continue? Because you've been here almost 40 years.
Yeah, I mean, what we want to do is keep bridging the gap. So we want to continue with what we know we're good at. So we know that we're good at distributing food. We know that we're good at our services that are residential and have case management and individualized care. And so we want to continue to offer those services, but we also want to bridge the gap so that we can connect with other resources too. So for instance, if someone's coming to us and they need support with mental health, that's not our specialty. But what we really try to do is make sure that we're connecting them with an organization whose specialty it is. And I think as far as I'm concerned, CityTeam is trusted, and so
I would agree.
Thank you. So I think we're a great space where someone who might have like some distrust or some fear or uncertainty could come to CityTeam and say, I need help. I don't know where to get it. Can you point me in the right direction? And we want to be that. We want to always, bring all the resources that are available together so that people can really benefit from them.
Okay. So how can people stay connected with you beyond Giving Tuesday?
Yeah, so we have a Facebook page and an Instagram, which I run, so there's that. It needs some work, but it's a great place to go and see what we have going on. I like to go on there and I'll post opportunities where maybe we're shorthanded and we could use some support. I also love to go on there and just post like our gratitude. So regularly I'm on there just thanking an organization for partnering with us or thanking a business for making a contribution. And my hope in that is also so that people who are invested in the community can see the businesses and the organizations that are invested with them and be supporters of them too. I always want to be highlighting our local businesses and highlighting our small businesses because they really care and they not only put their money where their mouth is, but they put their work into the community as well. And so I want to see them, just continue to do good things too.
Wonderful, wonderful. And this is sort of a loaded question.
Okay.
So what does giving back mean to City Team?
It is loaded because there's a lot to it. So for us, it's our faith, right? Our foundation is our love of God, and we're called to do it. So for our team and for lots of our volunteers, it's, our responsibility to stop and help our neighbor to be lifted up out of whatever crisis or circumstance they may be facing. So in one sense, it's our responsibility, but in the other side, it is also the most rewarding thing that we could do. Like when we get to see someone come into our building and you can literally see like the burden, you see their shoulders low, you see their eyes down to the ground, you see them operating from a place of survival. And then something as simple as them being able to get some fresh produce, now they're having conversations, now they're, singing songs, now they're, smiling and all of that. Like when you get to be a part of that, it restores your soul. It fills your spirit and it makes you want to keep doing it. So for me, giving back is, me putting my faith into action, but it's also me finding my joy and just getting to be a little selfish in that way and be like, this is the best thing that I could ever do.
That's sort of how I described it earlier, being selfish because that giving feels good.
Yeah.
And so giving yourself that feeling out of giving.
Absolutely.
So I definitely, that definitely resonates with me.
Okay.
Now you mentioned a lot of programs. Are you able to provide us with like a schedule of that? Tell us what days, we know the location, but for everyone else.
Yeah.
Where to come, how to get connected. We talked about that. But I know there's other programs that, especially the residential program, that takes a little bit more to getting connected with. Yeah. It's not just like we can come and just pick up produce, which you can do, but you can't just come and like, I'm here for the residential.
Yeah. Admit me today. Yeah. So we're located at 634 Sproul Street, obviously in Chester, which is right at the corner of 7th and Sproul. We're literally like 2 blocks from City Hall. Maybe 3 blocks, but very quick. And our program days, so on Wednesdays from 10 to 12, we have our non-perishable canned goods, our mother-baby, and our adult clothing programs.
So talk to me about mother-baby.
Yeah, so
we didn't really hit that in earlier.
Yeah, so in our mother-baby program, it's called mother-baby, but anyone who is caring for young children can come in and get some support. So it might be that you need support with diapers, wipes, and formula. We can help there. Or it might be that you need clothes because your kids keep growing. And they do. It never stops. And not only do they grow, but they destroy clothes, right? So you might need support that way. Or you might be a brand new mom who doesn't have a car seat and needs that to be able to leave the hospital with the new baby. Whatever we have, we'll provide. And everything that we receive is based on donations. So the diapers, wipes, and formula, we purchase on our own through financial gifts that we receive. And then all of the other items like the clothing, the pack and plays, all of those things are just donated to us from individuals who care. So that program operates at the same time as our pantry and at the same time as our adult clothing program. So that's Wednesdays from 10 to 12. And then on Thursdays from 1:30 to 4, folks can come in and get fresh produce. A little bit of variation. We also have some mobile food pantries. So we know that a lot of folks are working during the day or caring for their children during the day, and so they might not be able to make it during those program hours. So on weekends and on weeknights, we have mobile sites that pop up at locations throughout the city.
That is amazing. I was not aware of that. Tell me more.
Yeah. So we have partnerships with some churches, some senior citizens' homes, some community centers. They change based off of the need, but if you go on our website, you can see all of those locations. Like, it literally is just, you can plug in, need help with food. It shows you all of the
And what's the website
food
again?
sites. cityteam.org/Chester. And it'll show you not only the locations of all of those mobile sites, but the hours of operation for all of those sites too. So we want to make sure that, if someone isn't getting it, it's not because they can't. We want to be able to help as many people as possible. We know it's really hard, and so everyone needs a little bit of help.
And your evening meal?
Yeah, our evening meal. So we actually have a chef who's on our staff, which is really incredible because he is a graduate of our program. He graduated from our recovery program 20 years ago.
Wonderful.
And now leads our men's programs. His name's Dallas Searcy. And so our meals are top notch. He oversees it, and our guys who are currently in the program help to make all of those meals and to serve the community. I think for the men who are in our program and they find out, oh my goodness, I got to do all these service hours and things. And then literally a week later, it's their favorite part of the program because
That feel good feeling.
yeah, and boy, do they get something out of working with folks who are in the shoes that they were in just a few days ago, just a few weeks ago, and so they really show a lot of care and commitment to the guests who we serve. We see a lot of folks who are unhoused coming into that program, but then we also see just families who have a tight budget and need some support, and so maybe they can't provide the meal every day, but they know they can come to City Team and get the meal, and then they can pay the rest of their bills with what they have. So yeah, we never stopped that. Even throughout the pandemic, we served a meal every single day because we know folks who are coming to that meal are vulnerable, and
And rely on it.
they rely on it, and we are certainly not going to let them down.
Well, thank you. Excuse me. As we begin to wrap up, is there a final message you want to leave to potential donors or supporters?
Yeah. I mean, I think what I would say is every single one of us has something to offer. We see it in the men who are in our program. They are there working on so much. They're going through trauma. They're going through total transformation, right? And it's the most difficult time of their lives for a lot of them. And they're still able to serve and show gratitude and kindness and care to the guests who come in for our evening meal. I see it in myself and in our staff. We're all working on stuff. We're all trying to strengthen our relationship with Christ. Even while doing that, he can use us. And he can use us to someone else's benefit. So I guess what I would just say is don't count yourself out. You always have something to offer. There's always something that you can do to help lift up someone who is not feeling their best self, or who needs support and doesn't know where to go. So if you put yourself out there, you'll be rewarded by it, and you'll be rewarding someone else.
Well, thank you for coming and sharing with us today.
Thanks for having
Thank
me.
you for being a good steward in community organization. I truly appreciate it. Like I said, I've been aware of City Team for quite some time, and I know one thing that you guys do is you accept donations.
Mm-hmm.
So before we go, I know we have a couple more minutes. How can people donate? What's that cycle like for you?
Yeah, so to donate, it's as easy as coming into our building and giving a donation to one of our staff. You could also go on our website, cityteam.org/Chester, and you can make a monetary contribution there. And then we accept all of it. So you can donate clothing, you can donate baby items, you can donate diapers, wipes, and formula. Anything that you can think of that's of good quality and that you would feel comfortable giving to one of your loved ones, we're willing to accept. Aside from furniture, only because we don't have the space for it.
Yet, because we're claiming it.
That's right. I don't know. I don't know if I want to claim the space for the furniture. It's a lot of work.
Well,
but
growth, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And if there's a need for it, then yes, we'll figure it out. And so, we try to make it easy for folks to donate what they have, and hopefully we're doing that.
Well, thank you so much. It was a pleasure.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you. And I look forward to connecting more in the future.
Yeah, thank you guys for what you're doing. This
Absolutely.
is really incredible. Giving all of these organizations a spotlight it's really powerful for us. We're always trying to make sure that we're reaching the people who need our support and the people who are willing to support. And so thank you for doing this.
So our goal as a foundation is to give voice to the community. So part of that, too, is really understanding what the community needs and knowing the resources and support in the community and sharing that.
Yeah.
So to be a good partner in the community, we also have to be a good steward of our time and make sure that we're sharing our resources, which in part is the community.
Yeah.
And giving that back in tenfold.
Well, you're certainly doing it, so thanks.
Thank you. It was a pleasure.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you. And that's another wonderful organization here in the city of Chester doing amazing things. We are getting ready to have the CAAT Center on with Miss Tara Jones. And we're going to hear about all the wonderful things that they have going on. As always, it's Giving Tuesday. Well, as today, right? But as always, please like, share, and comment. But for today, make sure you're doing that each time we have a new interview so that you can get this. Where'd my money go? Get this money.
I didn't take it, I promise.
All right. Let's go. This is you.
Oh, me?
Hello.
Okay.
And we are back. Not yet?
We're back.
Okay.
We're audio-wise.
Well, we're back.
Right.
It is Giving Tuesday. We are giving. Make sure you are liking, sharing, and commenting. It's just that simple. Come get this money.
Good.
And I am here with
Tara Jones.
Okay. And who are you?
I am. Okay.
Let them know.
I'm trying to go live on my thing too. I'm trying to be technological savvy.
Like the
today.
classes that you
Like-
share? Okay.
Yes, I am Tara Jones. I am the founder and CEO of the Chester Cultural Arts and Technology Center,
Also known as
the CAAT Center, CAAT. So, you want to know our mission? Like, how far do you want me to go, or you want me to, slow down and ask questions? Have you ask me questions?
Listen,
how do you want to do that?
It's organic. We're here with you.
Okay.
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 So you get your live?
I'm getting it.
Okay.
Look, you had me interested. I was ready. I was ready to go.
Listen, I gotta make sure you capture the moment.
Okay. All right. See, this is why.
This is why you host the technology
Yes.
classes at the CAAT.
Yes.
So nobody gets left behind in this digital age,
Including
where
us
we
over
are.
50.
Say that again so they can hear you.
Including us over 50, 60, and 70.
Everybody.
Because we had some 70-year-olds in class.
Oh, lovely, lovely.
Yes.
Not to say Miss Pat is 70, but Miss Pat was leaving her interview here and was saying that she was coming to the class.
I said somebody over 70.
I didn't say it.
Yes, Miss Pat was there, and Sam was sharing with me how rich the class was today.
Okay.
Because someone of her caliber and experience, and then another
with the MBA,
who lost her son, but there was also another woman in there who lost her son.
Okay.
Same kind of way.
Okay.
And
not
then,
okay, but
right. I know what you mean. But then they were talking, and then some of our interns came in.
Okay.
And Sam said it was one of the richest classes he's ever had because of the generations that were in there having that discussion. So
generations pouring into generations.
Yes.
Okay, I love that cycle.
Yeah, so I'm excited to share that as the first thing that we talk about today, because that's exactly what the CAAT Center is about. Generational in conversations, sharing experiences. So, these guys are 18, and some are younger than that, but they hear from a mom, how that affected her. So, kind of having those stories can help them navigate where they're going.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So you say culture, arts, and technology. So we talked a bit about the technology piece, but I know there's more when it comes to technology and programs that you're offering. Can you highlight that for me?
So there's humanities. So I want to always
so it's
put that in there. The humanities is just in there.
Okay.
Like we love, we care, we share. So the humanities is just in there. So but we like
the H is silent, but it's there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. The work is there.
Yeah.
Right. So when we talk about the culture, I'll begin with that. We talk about the culture. We have dances. We have cultural knowledge classes. We have the Faraha African dancers. And one of the things that we always do is emphasize culture in most of the programs that we do, because we figure you need to know your past to understand your future. So culture is embedded into our programming. And when you look at, you asked about, we did technology a little bit, and arts. We have an art gallery, and that's full of artists from the tri-state area. We have our Painting Freedom. Their partner, Legacy. They changed their name, so forgive me, Tucker. But the Legacy Arts program is at the CAAT, and that has been successful over the last 5 or so years. And, that has been amazing. And then we have the performing artists there. We have, again, dancers. We have music now, keep music alive. Is there teaching piano, keyboard, guitar, and
that exposure is amazing.
And drums.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are definitely pouring into all of them with everything we got.
So if people aren't aware, the CAAT Center, as well as offering its own programming, is a hub for nonprofits to use the space and collaborate?
Yes. So the mission of the CAAT Center is to eradicate poverty through those elements, through the arts, technology, culture, and humanities. So we want to make sure that every program has that embedded in it, right? So that it's organic, so that we don't have to make up anything or follow funds, or, the the mission is very clear for us. So when we look at what the true elements are, it is collaboration. CAAT Center was based on and founded on collaboration. I've been working in this area for a lot of years. And I
For a
noticed, yeah, and I noticed one
Not 70
thing.
though.
No, feels like it sometimes. But what I've noticed, years ago, what was missing was collaboration, right? So I talked to a bunch of friends and said, hey, I have this idea, but it's a collective effort, and it's going to continue to be a collective effort. And I always joke about me not wanting to be the face of CAAT, because I'm like, no, I can go out and get funding for other people, but it's hard to ask for myself. So now I'm changing my mindset and understanding that I'm still not asking for me. I'm asking for others. So that's pretty hard for my personality. So when I look at the importance of collaboration, that has not changed. Since we started in 2018, that has not changed. And we understand that we first need to know what we want to do and our expectations before we can be great partners. So we've learned that. So there's criteria that are in place for folks to partner, because what we found is that not everybody knows how to be a great partner, and that sometimes prohibits the progress of programming. So, we want to make sure that we are okay with that. And at some point, it's kind of like we didn't, want to leave people behind, because we want to make sure everybody go. But what we recognize is that not everybody can go at the same time. So when you have opportunities like this, when you have cmpradio.net that says, hey, here's an opportunity on Give Tuesday, what would you like to come on? Absolutely. It's kind of like anytime he calls, I say yes anyways. That's kind of how we roll. That's kind of how we roll, because we understand each other's mission. We support each other wholeheartedly. We keep each other kind of like in check to make sure that we are driven by our mission, and not letting anybody or anything move us from there, because we both had experiences where folks tried to move us off our mark. So continuing to have opportunities like this is exactly, what our mission is about.
Absolutely. So with all that you said about all of the programming, all of the opportunities at the CAAT with the silent H for humanities, who would you say your organization primarily serves?
I know some people say you have to have like a serious target market, right? You have to. But we don't have to say that.
We don't.
We don't have to say that.
We create the space, we build it, and they come.
And
I'm gonna let you talk.
Because you're secretly part of the CAAT. So here's the thing, though, right? We have programs that have 4-year-olds, right? So they dance, they make music, they have Cat-tastic Saturdays, they have all these things. But then, like we started the conversation, we have our senior classes for computers. They're in their 70s, right? So we deal with kids, we deal with teens, we deal with families. We have families of Harambe. We have opportunities for small businesses and entrepreneurs to take classes.
The office space.
The office,
the
yeah.
virtual mailboxes.
Can I tell a story?
I'm sorry.
You hype?
I'm a fan. Hey,
Yes.
let me get back in my. As you were saying.
So the opportunity is there again while forming CAAT. It wasn't about the person. It was about, what does our community need? What are we lacking? And how can we build this thing together? So the needs were, entrepreneurs needing a space sometimes if they want to have, kick off to their business. They need a place that's affordable. They don't need a space that costs an arm and a leg when they're trying to get started. If they want to start their nonprofit organization, we have our partner, C. Davis Consultant Charday, who has started hundreds of nonprofit organizations that are doing well. Why? Because we make sure you not only start it, but we help you attack it with knowing your 990s, knowing how to make sure you function in your space where you said your mission was supposed to be. Because some people, they see money and they forget about their mission and they just go for the money and wonder why things don't work. So one of the things we like to do is, again, make sure that folks know to stay in their lane and it's okay. And if there's something you want to go after, look for a partner. to help make it happen. So that's kind of where we are, and that's what we stand for.
So the CAAT is for everybody.
Yes.
So speaking of partnerships,
Yes.
can you tell us about a partnership that you're most proud of?
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say like our best partner that we're most proud of. I don't know if that's a thing for us.
Okay.
Like it may be for like I guess an organization that is not founded on partnerships can answer that. Like for us, literally every single partner is important because that's the mission of the CAAT Center. Like we need all partners, all hands on deck, and we have lost some partners, and not because of bad things, right? Because, hey, if their mission no longer aligns or, they're no longer great in this space, then they have to move to another space, and we're okay with that.
We can't go together through this season.
Listen, we don't want to hold anybody back from what it is that they're supposed to do. And if anybody ever, feels that way, it's like, no, it's okay. Like, hey, if you've changed, that's okay. So, that's one of the benefits of not having a best partner because that's how we function literally every single day.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah. I just want to give some examples.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because when you look at, like right now, Kingdom Communications will be shown somewhere else because of Sam, and that's a partner, right?
Okay.
When you look at who's at the desk right now, we have a partnership with Chester Education Foundation. Okay. So we have those mentees there with the Shanika Slow, the seniors, the Maturity Works. We have a partnership there. So literally, I can go on. And I'm sorry, I know there's a bunch of partners that I did not mention, but I just wanted to give an example of how we navigate and appreciate partnerships.
Absolutely, and I love that. So, with today being Giving Tuesday, I'm gonna circle back to that a bit.
Okay.
So, are there any specific goals that you have for Giving Tuesday? Now, we already, and you were on live with us when we were shouting out the programming come Saturday for the annual event. Is there any program or campaign for Giving Tuesday that you want to highlight?
So Giving Tuesday is new to us.
Okay.
Because it's like, what? We ask for people. We ask for money all the time to stay open. So Giving Tuesday was a great opportunity. But before I talk about that, I want to say that y'all overlooked me. He was holding up $100 bill. You was holding up a $100 bill. And I'm liking, sharing, commenting. And y'all was like, we ain't giving her no money. Oh, so I felt that.
You got called out.
I just want to let y'all know I was on there, but y'all got an opportunity. So make sure that y'all like, share, and comment.
Yep.
So you can win. They ain't give it to me, so they can give it to you. So I just wanted to say that.
Because we said, like, it's not really fair. Like, how would it look if the interviewee, we was just going to pass on?
But that wasn't my money. That was somebody else's money.
I mean,
I can't get my own money. Or I don't know how that works. I mean, because you giving out, like, as they're interviewing, so I'm assuming, like, every time y'all interview somebody, they got an opportunity.
They got an opportunity to win.
But I'm just saying, it's okay, because I'm going to donate it back anyways. I just want to start some trouble.
I see.
Okay.
I see.
Good trouble, though.
Always good trouble.
Always good trouble.
So I don't even know what I was answering. So Give Tuesday.
Yes.
Our campaign. So
what's the focus? Or are we focusing on
Saturday,
which
right?
is or we can talk more about Saturday.
Yeah, so Saturday is our annual Saturday is our annual fundraiser that we have every December. And
why December?
Because that marks the end of our year, our fiscal year, sponsor year, so it just marks the end of the year. And kind of like almost when I founded the CAAT Center, like it was like in September. So instead of doing it in September, we just rounded it to December, honestly. So Saturday, we are themed Back to the Future. And folks were like, what do we wear? I'm not sure. I'm like, something galactic, something from Wakanda, something to just highlight history. And I say history because when you look at Kemet, when you look at ancient history, a lot of the things, technologies come from there, right? So we wanted to always educate people on what it is we're doing and how we're doing it. And I just want to shout out cmpradio.net for being one of our honorees. Because we are, again, always loving what they do for the community. And
Thank you.
yes, right? So again, this Saturday we are honoring quite a few people. And I wanted to make sure that we honored people, because every year it's kind of like a celebration of partners and, you know, inner circles, and we invite some people, you know, from the community out. But this year, you know, the team was like, you know what? Let's thank some more people. Let's get this out there. And I think there was some hesitation only because I was like, you know, when people are honored, they had to talk to their families, got to do all this because they're expected to sell tickets, and, you know, and some people are saying, well, do I have to, you know, sell any tickets? I'm like, this ain't that. We're literally wanting you to come so we can honor you. You know, so everything that's happening is all about the entrepreneurs and our honorees. You know, so the performances, like everybody's local, everything is Chester made.
Love it.
So it's organic in that sense. So we're looking to say, hey, can people please, you know, donate for that cause? And I've got to tell you, some people started donating this morning to our Give Butter. So I don't know if it was after I was here or what, but I was like, okay, let's give on Tuesday. So I was really happy about that. But I can say that this is something that we have a lot of pride in. And some of the technology that we're going to have there is going to be like phenomenal.
I'm excited.
Listen. Okay.
Okay.
Last year we were in the jungle, right? Come back to
I remember.
America. We was in the jungle. But this year we are literally
With the setups in the front and
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
set the mood.
yeah,
I remember.
yeah. So this is that again.
I'm looking forward to the vibe.
But it's much larger. The area is from the door all the way through.
Okay.
So we're excited.
I'm
We're
excited.
Yeah,
I'm
we're
going back to
excited.
the future.
Yeah.
That I ain't never been to before, but I'm going. Yes.
Yes. So we're excited. Oh, people are watching. Hi.
Hey y'all. Alrighty. So we know where our focus is, Giving Tuesday and beyond, because we got
Yes.
Saturday,
Yes,
right?
yes.
Annual fundraiser,
Yes.
annual celebration. We talked about partnerships.
Yes.
We talked about the mission and the CAAT with the silent H. What we haven't talked about is how people can get involved. And so I'm not going to take over. I'm not going to talk about me and my experience. But you create a space, and this is what I will talk about. You create a space where people are welcome to share their time, talent, and treasures. And I want to thank you for giving me a space on Saturdays to fuel my education bug, right? So we have story brunch every other Saturday where we create that opportunity to get students re-engaged in reading. We know that to be the foundation of education. If you can read, you can write. And if you can write, you can do some math. It might not be right, but you can do some math, right? And everything else comes together, right? So where we've been creating that foundation, but we paired it with crafts.
Yes.
We paired it with social emotional development.
Yes.
We paired it with the food aspect,
Yes.
where we integrated life skills and integrated healthy eating habits, and it's been a full round thing.
Yeah.
But it's not just me. You have amazing partners with Widener.
Yes.
There's other stuff going on at the same time. Like it's just stuff, right? So how can other people who want to be like me or like you or like the Tuckers of the world or the Tianas of the world or the Sams of the world, how can they come in, or the Aarons of the world? Like I can keep going on because you know it's family, right? How can they come? How can they share their time, talent, treasure to be connected?
First,
If the vibe is right.
Well, I said first, right? First, I would say to them, if they really don't know us, to go to our website, kind of look at our mission and look at some of the photos and videos to kind of see how we vibe. Because if their mission doesn't fit, then we won't force partnerships. And I think a lot of people wanted to just be in it because they walk in and like, oh my God, this energy is different. It's like, yes, it is. And we want to keep it that way. We had, again, situations where folks kind of disturb the energy. And it was like, oh, whoa, we got to get this back. So that's the one thing I would always say to people. One, come with a good heart. Don't come chasing dollars. Because that don't go well with us. Because it's about the mission for us. Money will come later. We see that. But when people come and say, you know what, I really want to partner with you all, they have to also be ready, right? A lot of people will come to me with their idea and expect me to formulate their idea and implement their idea. And that's not what we do. What we do is hear your idea and see how it can fit and then help you with your idea, right? So if it helps to culminate, another project, then we'll tag you into that. Or if it's a standalone project, we'll help recruit, get some kids, or if it's adults into that particular program. So we first say, come with a great heart, and a great, and you don't have to have it like all together, because we help with that too. And that's what we try to, tell some people. Some people, think they have it all together, and it's just like, you really don't yet.
But you don't know what you don't know.
And we can help you, right? But some people get offended by that, right? So we also ask, if you want to partner, don't be easily offended, or try not to be, only because we don't want to waste your time. Like, after you have a conversation with us and if we give you all we got, we don't want you to go somewhere and be embarrassed, or, they should have told you that. Like, we don't want that. We want to make sure if you are a part of us,
you're
then
prepared.
You're thorough, right? And not perfect. Let me clear that up. No way am I saying that. But you are. We hope that you leave better and know more, than when you came. So what I would also suggest is that they come with some great, I don't know how to say, be able to know when you're hurting and know what kind of energy you're bringing.
That self-awareness.
Yeah, just a little bit at least, because that helps to say, hey, you'll work well with this person. Hey, you'll work well with this group. So yeah, the biggest thing is having a great idea and a great heart, and understanding that we are not there to hurt you, to change you, or do anything, but actually help to expand. Okay. That always helps, because again, let me just give further your example. Excuse me. When you were like, you were talking, you have so many great ideas. Anybody who knows you knows you're.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. But I always smile about CAAT Saturdays, right? Because you were like, I just want to do X, Y, and Z. And I'm like, that's amazing. And you do it well. And they have a great time. And they love them waffles. And the fruit that you got them cutting for, So for me, but then like you said, how can we pair that with Widener? How can we pair that? And now we have our CAAT Saturdays that are just the bomb. So I thank you for that, because that's a perfect example of us partnering and making it bigger than us. Right? Because you came, it was true collaboration. I was like, this CAAT Saturday. And it was like, yup, and everybody was on board. Oh my God, this is great.
And it was like, can we start this Saturday?
Yeah.
Let me check my schedule.
Don't give me an idea.
I gotta go get some books.
Listen, that's just how it was too. I was like, I like that. We got Janine. Soccer. Yep. Yes, they came in with
Chester
Mr. Ed. Chester
Youth.
They came in
the
with
karate.
Mr. Ed. I was like,
Stem with Widener.
No. We're going to start this Saturday. She was like, wait, what? so that has been a hit.
So to say all of that is to come.
Yes.
Connect on the website.
Yes.
And be willing.
Yes.
Be willing.
Yes. Can't wait for cupcake class. It's coming. Don't you worry.
Okay.
Cakes by Kay.
Okay.
Yeah, she is going to be one of our newest partners. She's going to do some decorating and hopefully some baking. So we are super excited to have you. I see you, love.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
So as we wrap up, I want to ask you 2 final questions.
Yes.
And I see we have Dr. Motley here with Health Educated coming up next.
My fave. You be in cat business, honey. Everything. Let me tell you about another partner. Every time something comes her way about art, she don't care if I do it or not. Tara. I'm like, girl, I don't paint. It's okay. You better learn how to paint. I got this opportunity. So I want to shout out to my girl because she is the bomb. And I just want to say, if folks know about our renovation project that's coming up, they are a major partner with us. So more to come on that.
Yeah, okay.
More to come on that.
Okay.
So again, our partnerships are expanding and excited about it.
I know how to hang a drywall.
Yeah.
Or tag me in. Okay, no, seriously. So we're getting ready to wrap up. It's Giving Tuesday. It's the CAAT with the silent H. No, seriously. CAAT, CAAT. Chester Cultural Arts and Technology Center is Giving Tuesday.
Yes.
Make sure you're liking, sharing, and commenting.
Yes.
But most importantly, where can the people find you?
So they can find us everywhere on the World Wide Web.
Okay.
So they can go visit our website, www.chestercatcenter.org. That's CAAT. Again, stands for Cultural Arts and Technology. They can find us on all social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, IG. You can find us at Chester Cat Center on all of those. We are located 2300 West 4th Street, Chester, Pennsylvania. And I'm trying to figure out where else we could be found. But we're, on all social media platforms, websites, and you might go to some of our partners and have, see our links there sometimes. Yep. So, yes, but I just want to just thank people in advance.
For coming Saturday. But not just that, for Giving Tuesday.
Yep. Right? Thank you in advance for anything you are able to give. We know that it's hard time, but $5 go a long way when it's added to other people's $5. I just want to say, don't think your donation is ever too small because we always are needing supplies and, all kinds of things. We have hundreds of kids coming through there every week. Every month.
That's a lot of toilet paper.
It's a lot of toilet paper. We about to have to partner with Scott or down Kimberly Clark.
Hello, partner.
Yeah, so we have a lot of needs, and I just want to say I know that there are organizations that we did not talk about that we partner with, but one of the things that's important about CAAT when we talk about getting rid of poverty, we're not only talking about food and clothing, because we have partners that do that. We take, again, I'm always sharing, whoever is feeding somebody at that time. We want to make sure that everybody knows that they're feeding, everybody knows that they're clothing, but we are looking at the poverty of the mind, right? We want to get them into a better mindset. So the biggest thing that we want to do at the CAAT is work on changed mindset. So folks know they are wonderful, beautifully made.
And so before we wrap up, can you tell us how we get tickets for Saturday?
Tickets for Saturday. You can go to our website, www.chestercatcenter.org. You can go to our social media platforms. The links are in there. And if you want to just make a donation, or if you don't have access to that, Cash App. CAAT 2300, CAAT 2300. That's $. CAAT 2300, and our PayPal is chestercatcenter@gmail.com. So you have all those ways, and we take checks. You can send it to the address that I gave you.
Thank you. I'll see you Saturday.
Absolutely.
Yes. And I'm sure we'll talk before then.
Yes.
Thank you for all you do. Thank you for always being a pillar in the community. I'll say years ago, I had the benefit of being a part of programs, and now I'm hosting programs. So thank you. Thank you. And now, as we transition, we got Dr. Motley.
Listen, I'm a partner. Indeed, you are. I'm a partner.
But the audio is here, so hey. How is everybody? It's Giving Tuesday. Make sure you like, comment, and share. Right?
Yes.
That's what we doing?
Yeah.
Because we want that money.
Ooh, all of it.
All of it.
All of it.
We giving it, you getting
Who
it.
else you gonna give it to?
I mean, they got to like, comment, and share if they want it. Because we want to give it to you.
Oh.
So
we
do
gonna
that.
give it to them. I thought we was asking them for money.
You asking y'all for some more money?
Listen, all that too. Listen,
My bad.
if you got it,
I read the wrong
Give
memo.
You gotta
Definitely
give
read the
it.
wrong one. Have a good one.
all right, we are here.
We are here.
We are.
We're here with our favorite doctor.
Oh, thanks.
Right,
Thank y'all.
Dr. Kristen Motley.
Hey, how y'all doing?
Dr. Kristen Motley.
Oh.
The doctor of health educated.
Whoop, whoop.
Bro.
Doing the most.
Always.
With the least.
Always. And we
Can
do.
we get more?
You know when we can get more? You know when we can get more? When we unify. That's the only way
Yeah.
we can get more. Right? People think you get
Yes.
less. No. Right?
That's
right
true.
Right now they're giving
We
us
win
crumbs.
together.
If we go in there together,
Yep.
yo, he got this, he got that, you got this, you got that, and we walk in there and say, yo, we need more.
So I mean, we
That's true.
would have to be ready to have a real conversation that it requires collaboration, and so that crabs in a barrel mindset is still very much relevant. That there's not enough room for everybody, so I have to go by myself. That mentality is still very relevant.
You do understand that the crabs in the barrel is not a natural place for the crab, right?
Yeah, but you have to understand that in order to get out of it.
Right.
You have people who
I'm
are
all-
in the barrel
Oh yeah, still
who
pulling other people
still
down.
pulling other people down because they think, where you going? You're supposed to be here.
Mm-hmm.
So you I mean, do we really want to unpack it, or are we going to talk about health
No,
education?
we talking about health education.
Okay, because you know I go there.
Let's get in that.
I mean, I feel like a lot of my success, whatever that is or looks like, it has
Let's
come
not discredit it
from.
now.
I mean,
You really have.
I mean, okay.
All right.
But I think that a lot of it comes from collaboration. I am doing nothing alone. I'm not even trying to do nothing alone. I am constantly trying to bring in whoever I can because I can't. I can't do it alone. And so I've been very fortunate to have a network of people around me who are always willing to support, show up, help me. That's how I have been able to do anything. So anything you are reading or hearing about me is because somebody else has helped me. I'm not even trying to do it alone.
Okay.
So I think as we collaborate more people collaborate, change that mindset, you just gonna win. It's because you can't do it alone. You are going to win. So we have to open doors. We have to be willing to listen, be willing to help each other, and work together. Because why not? Why not?
Why not?
Tell me why not.
Well, I'm a fan of collaborating. So
I know
can't
you are.
tell
You
why not.
can't. Because there is no reason why
There is
not.
no reason.
That's
But I can think of reasons why other people say why not. Why they say no.
because they may have just been burnt in the past. They have some bad experiences, and
it's
so
on
we
you.
gotta learn how to heal from that and learn from it. Learn from it.
Yes.
Most likely, I haven't had 100% great experiences from my collaborations. Most of them have been great, but some of them haven't been so great, and I just learn and keep it moving. That's it.
Okay. So since we jump right into collaboration,
We jumped in.
one question that I've asked a lot of those that I have interviewed today, and we are rolling through the interviews. I just want to acknowledge that.
Okay, good job.
It's
Good job
been a day.
keeping it on
It's been a day.
task. That's
Yes.
good.
Yes.
Good job.
What partnerships or collaborations are you particularly proud of?
Well, that's a good question. For health educated, I guess I probably should have been prepared, but I just show up like I can answer any question that comes to me. I mean, I think for health educated, there has not been one specific collaboration. I think that they all work together. I'm very fortunate for the schools that send their students to learn from me because that helps me build capacity. I'm very fortunate for all the funders that have trusted me with their money because that helps to build capacity. So like every partnership, all the collaborations, they work together to create what we do. And so I don't know if there is one particular one that stands out for health educated. I'm just grateful that anyone would want to work with me because that's how I get the work done.
Now we jump right into it. So let me backtrack a bit and allow you to introduce yourself.
Hey y'all. In case you didn't know, I am Dr. Kristen Motley, born and raised in the city of Chester. Grew up on McDowell. My parents still live there, right in some village. And I'm a pharmacist by training. And then I have all these jobs that have nothing to do with dispensing medication or have anything to do with pills. I have not seen a pill in about 15 years. I just do everything else except for pharmacy. But you know, I'm fortunate for the path that God has led me on.
Now, you said you do a lot of different things, but today we're going to talk about Health Educated. Can you tell me the mission behind Health Educated?
So Health Educated, our work is to advance health equity, address health disparities, and improve health literacy, specifically, intentionally, for marginalized communities. So we're talking about Black communities, Spanish-speaking communities, LGBTQAI plus communities. So any community that has been historically marginalized, we want to make sure that you have what you need to take care of your health.
Awesome. So when you think about your organization and its mission, how would you summarize it in one sentence?
In one sentence, we just give the people the information they need to make good health decisions. So that is done through a number of ways. Our direct outreach work, so we are like boots on the ground, educating community members about different health topics through a podcast or however. We also train young people and expose young people to advanced careers in healthcare, because that's a way to address health disparities. If we get more people that look like us to work in the fields for people that are caring for us, the studies have showed over and over and over that when your healthcare provider shares the same ethnicity, cultural background as you have better health outcomes. And that is just what it is. It's crazy to think about it. Like, wow, my race really matters. Yes, the race of your provider really matters. You will literally have better health outcomes if the person providing care for you looks like you, understands your path and understands how you live and why you make decisions you make and why you move, how you move. If they understand that, you have better health outcomes. That's how it works.
It's that awareness piece. You know, they definitely understand because they've seen it or they lived it. Mm-hmm. And so that situational awareness is there so that they can, you know, be more prepared in how they treat you, but also understanding how you will receive the treatment.
Yeah. And a lot of the problems and what drives the health disparities are the biases and the prejudices. And when you don't bring that to the clinic and when you don't bring that to the exam room because you're not biased and you're not prejudiced, then you already have that barrier eliminated. You only have to worry about it. Yeah. So it's real and it shows up in the data. So we need to make sure we have more young people exploring careers in advanced healthcare fields. So like for pharmacists and for surgeons and for dentists and veterinarians and pediatricians and, you know, all the advanced professions. So we hold events to expose, and we hold events and offer programs to expose young people to that. And then the last thing is that we train healthcare providers on how to take better care of marginalized groups. So we hold a symposium where healthcare providers from all over the region come out, and we do trainings on cultural sensitivity, cultural competency, health equity, like all the topics to help build their capacity so that when they walk into a room and see a person that doesn't look like them, that doesn't have their experience, they treat them the way that they need to be treated.
Wonderful. Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
I mean, it's not a easy thing to break down those systemic barriers, but you're actively doing it. not just in creating those opportunities for future generations, but you're working with those current individuals in those fields to debunk those biases.
Yeah, I mean, I just kind of looked at like what is happening in healthcare. Why do these disparities exist? And when you look at why they exist, it's like, oh, how do you tackle them? And so I just came up with some strategies to tackle the root cause of the problem.
So we talked a bit about some of the programs and offerings that you have, and we can definitely get more into that. But when you think about your organization as a whole, who would you say you primarily serve?
We serve primarily. So we are in our third year. We're just finishing up our third programming year. We've primarily served African American people, Black people from Delaware County. Most of them live in Chester. So that's who we've primarily served.
And so
Mostly adults.
I was going to get into that a bit as well. So when you say mostly adults, you did mention some of those youth programming that you offer. Can you highlight some of the adult programs?
Right now, we're running a blood pressure program. It's a free blood pressure program that's funded by the state Department of Health, where people get a lifestyle coach, a healthy lifestyle coach. They get one-on-one coaching for managing their blood pressure. We also do group sessions once a month, and they get a free blood pressure monitor and free trinkets and things throughout the program. It's a 4-month program. So this is our third year running that program, and it's been successful. Thank you. They keep giving us money. I'm like, okay, let's keep it going. We keep it running. So it's been going good. Uncle P was a participant in, I think, our first cohort.
Yeah, you wasn't giving out trinkets and stuff.
You got a blood pressure monitor. Then you missed some of the sessions. So, I mean, you got to show up.
You got to invite me to another one. I'm not allowed to come back to another one?
Oh, to a whole new cohort?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Come through.
Yeah, I got
you. Starting one in January.
In January, what days you doing it on?
It's probably gonna be on Saturdays.
What Saturdays?
Why?
We got a program going on the second and fourth. So it's gonna be the 10th and the 24th of January.
What time is your program?
11 to 2. What time is your program?
10 to 11.
Right.
You gotta be there at 11.
Yeah, I gotta be.
Can Brittany kick you off and you show up at 11:05?
What I look like showing up late? Can
I'm
I leave
just
early?
asking the question.
Can I leave early?
You can.
Okay. All right.
And you might miss a trinket, but you'll get the information.
Why?
Because it's the last thing we do.
Why can't you just give all the trinkets in the beginning?
In the beginning.
But you can't leave early.
No, you can't leave early.
Tell them how they can get involved in this upcoming cohort.
Oh, well, you can email outreach@healtheducatedinc.org, outreach@healtheducatedinc.
One more time. We're gonna fix that. One more time.
Outreach@healtheducatedinc.org. That will get you to Frances, our outreach coordinator, and she will make sure you get plugged into our next cohort. We're starting in January. We might start 2 cohorts. We always have a Spanish-speaking cohort that's running as well. That has primarily run out of Upper Darby. We have had a Chester Spanish-speaking cohort too. So we do English and Spanish. We got to cover all the people. We got to get the people together.
You said outreach@healtheducatedinc.org?
Yes.
Thank you so much for putting that in the chat.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
I'm putting it on the screen.
Okay, in the screen too.
Let's
okay.
go.
No. Y'all can't see the screen.
Okay, that's fine too. Yep.
He don't like plugging the screen in.
Listen. Present. So we talked about some programs. We talked about partnerships. We talked about the mission. It's Giving Tuesday. Let's talk about giving.
Okay.
Give me some money.
So when we think about Giving Tuesday, understanding that it's a global day of focusing on generosity. We've highlighted in each of our interviews that we are challenging our community to give their time and talent, not just their treasures. Treasures are important. But from the community, we would love for them to give back their time and their talent. there's a number of individuals that are super, super, super talented and can offer value in spaces and have ideas, because your ideas are valuable as well. You know your experience, you know what you need, and you can partner with the organization. You can collaborate with the organization to have that need met. So how can people do that when it comes to Health Educated? Again, I know you have lots of hats and lots of buckets and lots of rings. And I know there's a lot of spaces,
Ooh,
but when thinking about Health Educated,
Stay focused. I got you. So there's a number of ways to get involved. We have a volunteer link on our website, healtheducatedinc.org. So you can sign up there. If we have any events that we need some volunteers for, you can do that. We're also, I'm also involved in the Chester-led task force, and if you want to get involved in that, I do want to see more community members. I had a meeting recently, and I talked about, I think I presented at Chester City Council last week in my other hat, but it's the same task force. It was just that I would love for more community members to join the task force. We have a number that are from Chester, but why not more? Because it's for you. So let you make the decisions on how we're doing things and what we're doing. So you can get involved in that. And if you would like to do that, you can email that outreach email again, outreach@healtheducatedinc.org, to get involved in the Chester-led task force. Yes, I think those are the main two ways right now for people to give back.
okay, wonderful, wonderful. So another question that I've asked a lot of the interviewees today, in the wake of the political climate and all of the adversities that we face as a community, what's the biggest organizational challenge that you're facing right now?
Well, luckily fortunately for Health Educated, we haven't relied on any federal funding, any direct federal funding, and the funding that we have gotten from the state, they already have it. So it's like already in the bucket. And so we were impacted by this new administration, because the new administration doesn't recognize environmental justice communities as real things. And
Neither are nurses or
I know, it's just they're just
business degrees.
It's unbelievable. And so we were awarded a grant, $250,000, that was awarded to Health Educated to do some environmental work, specifically around lead, that was blocked when the administration first took office. It was already funded. Congress had already appropriated the funds. It was like $45 million that went around the whole country. And then the administration came in and said, environmental justice communities are not a thing, and they're not getting the money. And they blocked it. But our funder and a few other organizations sued the EPA, the Environmental Protection Agency, and the judge was like, get them their money. And so the grant was reinstated. So we are working. So that is one way that we, were impacted by the administration's and their decisions. But it just goes to show the importance of voting, being involved in the political process, making sure our voices are heard. Because even though we may feel like it doesn't matter, it does matter. It does matter. And if we let other people's vote overtake what our own interests, then they're going to be served and we're not going to be served.
Absolutely.
So I know that wasn't your question, but
No,
I always try to get in a little, please vote. Please be informed. Please let your voice be heard, because it's just so important.
Absolutely. So we heard from Chester Community Coalition about opportunities to support and advocate and going to Harrisburg to meet with legislators. Does Health Educated take that approach, and is there a way to rally around and support in support of advocacy?
Yeah. So especially in my other role, in my other hat, I am learning.
I'm trying to separate.
I
but
know.
It's like
It's just hard. It's just like
it's
all
you.
it's all me.
Yeah,
it's all
you.
me. But we can stay focused. We can stay focused. I have learned how important legislation is at the local level, at the regional level, at the state level, at the national level. It is nothing more important because legislation determines what happens to you or what does not happen to you. And if it's not in the books, it ain't happening, or it will happen. And so we need to make sure that the legislation is in place that that protects, that advances, that supports our interests. And when we don't have legislators that do that, they need to go. And when we have legislators who will support us, we need to be in their ear about what's important to us because they don't know. I was in this meeting for this state that's not far, and it was about lead. And one of the legislators who's on a committee that determines how the state addresses lead for children, in real life, in real time, in a recorded public meeting, he said, I don't believe that there is no safe level of lead. Like in real life, he said that out loud. He is grown. He was like in his 70s. You got gray hair.
Listen.
And you just heard somebody present on this. You heard an expert present on this, and you said out loud in real life in a recorded public meeting, I don't believe that there's no it's a safe level of lead. I almost fell out of my seat because I was like, somebody voted for him to make a decision about their life. And he would sit there and say that. I was so distraught. I had to go. It was bad. So the point is, legislators don't know everything. They can't know everything. They rely on advocacy groups and lobbyists to teach them what they need to know so that they can make a decision. And if we're not helping them to learn and understand, then they're going to vote on whoever is in their face. And a lot of times the person that's in their face is the person that's getting paid to be in their face, that's getting paid a lot of money to spend a lot of time in their face. But we can do something about that. Absolutely. We can rally and spend the same amount of time and get the same information out to advance what we want advanced. And that is so important. So yes, we do take trips to Harrisburg and we have met with legislators because we can't expect them to know if we don't tell them. I mean, yes, the information is there, but it's real easy to sit and have a meeting with somebody that can tell you anything. And so we need to be sitting in a meeting telling them what we need them to hear because the other side is doing it too. And so advocacy is really important. I took a group of interns to Harrisburg over the summer. It was 6 or 8 of us. We took the train up and it was great. We got to meet with some amazing legislators. We went back again. So it was nice. And it's important. It's important. Those are the people we have to know. We have to let them know how we feel about things. And like Ms. Zulene Mayfield said in our podcast last week, oh yeah, check out Keeping It 100, y'all, Wednesdays at 7:15. But just like she said last week, we have to hold them accountable. We have to hold them accountable. So yeah, advocacy is important.
Yes, it is. So we have a few minutes left. Before we wrap up, I do want to ask you, what does giving back mean to your organization?
Who? Me giving back? The organization giving it back or the community giving back?
Because I've seen it in a lot of spaces where health educated is pouring into the community. So, and I've seen it from like the healthy eating aspect where you served healthy meals that people might not have ever tried, but introduce them to something new. I've seen it, and I'm not going to try and answer your question.
You answering it. I'm going to just go ahead and listen because you might come up with more examples than me.
I've seen it with not just the lead testing, but when there are health concerns, just educating and providing, be it vaccines, be it testing. I've seen it all. But at the root of it, understanding health educated mission, what does that idea of giving back mean?
I mean, for me, I'm really strategic in the grants that I go for and the work that we want to do. And so any giving back, giving out, whatever you're seeing happen, it is grant funded. Somebody is paying for it. And so I just have to continue to be intentional about what I am expecting the organization to do, so that you can see us show up in ways that you need us to show up, and we can, help to fill gaps and help to do things in the way that you need it done. So hearing from you, we are also looking for community members as board members as well. So that's another way that the community can get involved. And again, you can reach out to Francis for that, outreach at healtheducatedinc.org. I'm not directing anybody to me because I don't check my email.
I don't check
my email. I don't answer calls, and I'm really like 3 days late on text.
3 days.
It's not good. So,
but you wear a lot of hats and you're busy, and it's not because you don't care.
No, it's not.
All love.
It's not.
It's you busy.
It's just,
and we get it. And the people that know you know that.
It's just a lot.
So that's why you got Francis.
That's why Francis getting all the emails.
Listen, great.
It is great.
And we'll respond.
Yep.
And add a little more in it too.
Yep.
Like, oh, you might need this too.
Mm-hmm. She the bomb.
Yes. And so in thinking about, this is year 3 for Health Educated.
Yeah.
Where do you see Health Educated in 3 to 5 years?
That's a good question that I don't even really know, because Health Educated has grown organically in a way that I wasn't even trying to have it grow. I was like, I want to be able to take advantage of some grant funding, so I'm going to start a nonprofit. I'm going to have a board so they can just hear me report out on the grants that we're working on. It has taken like a whole mind of its own, and so I haven't even thought that far.
Okay.
So I'm going to just let God continue to do what he does best and just lead me, because I wish I could think out so far, but I can't.
Okay.
I'm going to follow the Lord. That's my answer.
I accept that. Who am I to say do it a different way?
That's all I got. That's the best I could do. So we'll see. I have no idea.
So as we wrap up this Giving Tuesday, is there a final message that you would like to share with your donors or supporters?
Thank y'all for all your support, and it could just be comments, it could be likes. I'm not even on social media. It is just 0 time. So I know I get a lot of love out there. I see it. I hear about it mostly. More than I see, I hear about it. I appreciate it. Just that's it. Thank you. I just want to say thank you, because I never even get on to say thank you, because then I feel like I got to keep checking, and I don't feel like it. So thank you all for all your love and support, and I'm gonna just continue to try to do my best. That's all.
Well, thank you, and we will catch you on Keeping It 100
Wednesdays at 7:15.
Why 7:15?
So I won't be late.
Okay.
Because my calendar says 7.
That makes sense.
So I can hear, so I won't be late.
So you won't be late. Okay, all right. Even if you're late.
We got methods to madness.
Even if you're not,
it's
even
a
if you're
little
late, you're
CP
not
time
late. I get it. I
thing
understand
happening.
it. I'm not mad at you. I just want
I think you are, because you was challenging me when I said 7:15. I can go back. I got tapes.
Don't go back.
I got tapes.
Because I didn't understand why the 7:15, right?
Thanks for asking.
But now I understand.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me?
Thanks for asking.
And thanks for watching. Go like, comment, share.
Like, comment, and share. Win this $100.
Yeah, win your money.
Win your money.
The money.
I want to say to everybody that, first of all, to Dr. Motley, right? Because we could talk about this. We could talk about this after Dr. Motley is gone. But I keep on thanking you, right, for making me realize how important my health was. I thank my cousin too for doing the same thing, right? I'm a man on a mission, and sometimes we just get so caught up in the mission we forget to add all the extra, the medicines and the different things like that. So I want to thank you for introducing me to Dr. Flynn.
Of course.
I want to thank, because every time I go out there, he be like, "What's going on, P?" You feel me? So he's a good doc, right?
Yeah,
and for making me understand how important it is to get my checkup, right? I got a colonoscopy I got to schedule.
Those are fun.
We ain't worried about that, right?
No, I'm serious. I'm not being sarcastic. They're super fun.
For you. They're not going to be fun for me.
No, like the biggest thing that they tell you about, that they don't tell you about, is the detox that you have to do before. So like that whole breakdown, and then the after colonoscopy fart. It's fun. It's fun.
Fun. That's what she said.
Health matters.
Health definitely matters.
Hashtag health matters.
So I'm glad that that I consider you family. I'm glad that I consider you a friend. And I told you I got your back, whatever you need, right? So
You do. I
Right.
appreciate that.
right, and
I appreciate
I
that.
think everybody that came in here today is the same way. Even for the people that we didn't get a chance to invite here, understand there's nothing personal,
Not at all.
right? We know some nonprofits we don't know. Guess what? Giving Tuesday comes around next year. Send
Get
your
on the
email
list.
in.
Get on
Or
the
you know
list.
what? We might have to do this quarterly.
Okay.
I know. I mean,
Okay.
I'm only saying as the president
Yeah.
that we should continue to highlight these spaces. But in order to make that happen, we need the nonprofits to show up. We need y'all to join our mailing list. We need y'all to say what y'all need because we can only supply what we observe and assess our needs in the community.
A radio
So,
station.
Right. We're doing our part to provide you the platform to use your voice.
I thought that's what we were doing.
It is what you're
That's it.
doing.
I said that's what we're doing.
I'm just saying, like I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
You know I want to do
We're
it.
cultivating mature positivity.
I'm trying. I'm trying my best. I am. Okay. But thank you, Doc, for stopping through.
Anytime, of course.
Brittany
Thanks for
has
having
been
me.
here all day.
All day. Listen, I didn't go
Did you
to
have a
work
lunch
to
break?
be here.
Lunch break.
I did.
Okay, good.
She had a
good.
lunch
That's
break.
important.
She brought
I'm
breakfast.
just checking in on the
She
self-care.
brought lunch.
Yep.
Jordan ate. Jordan's upstairs asleep.
Jordan
Knocked
ate and
out.
went to
She
sleep.
went to sleep with her nugget in her mouth. I went up there and check on her, make sure she breathing. But I just want to say thank you to everybody that watched, that shared,
Awesome.
that commented. And we got some more stuff to talk about. So Doc, you can get up out of here. See you later.
Dang, you ain't gotta act like that.
Listen, we
You know it's
sit
all
in the
love.
block. We
I
got
am
stuff to
4
talk
minutes
about.
over.
You know it's all love.
Let me get to my next CP thing.
Listen, because you said you got a presentation.
No.
Thank you. It's always great to see you. I appreciate
You
you.
go. What you about to say? What you about to say? Did you forget something? What you want to say? But we gonna say all that stuff anyway, right? Because yesterday was World AIDS Day,
Okay.
right? And Doc, I want to sit down and talk to you and schedule an interview to talk about whether we're testing for AIDS. So the doc is still around, right? And we're gonna do that. We'll schedule that soon. I got you. I wanted to do it yesterday.
I want you to ask her, should everybody be on PrEP?
I think everybody should be on PrEP.
I think that's a conversation the community needs to have.
If you got something that can protect you from catching HIV, that should be something that everybody's on.
But then you also have people that feel like they shouldn't be vaccinated because the vaccine should prevent you from having certain illnesses, right?
See, that's different.
So, I
That's
mean-
the AIDS and the flu is different. AIDS and the flu is different.
Okay, but then you also have like the HPV vaccines that would prevent certain
I got all
types of
them.
cancers.
I got all them vaccines.
So I'm just
I was
saying,
young when I
would
was getting
love-
the vaccines.
I would love to have a conversation with the doc about why everyone should be on PrEP.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna get on PrEP. I'm gonna go get the pill tomorrow.
Okay,
If they had a male birth control pill, I would be on it.
they do. It's called a vasectomy.
Well, that's not a pill. That's a cut.
I mean, it could be reversed.
Why you trying to get me all cut up? Like what's? That's not a pill.
You already got a village.
And I might want more members of my village.
Okay, we supposed to be talking about Giving Tuesday.
I'm giving Tuesday some time. CMPRadio.net. This is Cultivate Mature Positivity.
and we're going to have conversation.
And we're going to have conversations. We're going to talk. But we are more than... I'm excited about today.
I am too.
I am, right? I apologize to anybody that has a nonprofit out there that didn't get a chance to come through here. I want to give a huge shout out to aunts and uncles, greater media, and how they helped me, bro, like and what they do for me, and how they've helped other businesses in the area, giving them loans like with low interest rates. It's basically you borrow the 12 and you get a 12 back, right? And I like that. That's good. But I really want to take time out to thank the nonprofits that showed up today. Health Educated, Circle, Making a Change Group, the CAAT Center, Chester Community Coalition, CityTeam. Because I didn't know all that about CityTeam.
Listen, I'm saying years ago, so I've been removed from teaching for quite some time, and I was able to send families. They had a partnership with Weiner in their nursing program, and they were providing the vaccinations and physical for those spaces.
Right.
I'm big on volunteering, so
Absolutely.
I create care packages, and essential needs, and I take them there. So I was aware of the programs, but I never knew how old they were and how they started. So I'm grateful to have had that conversation and know a bit more.
Right. The Purple House Project.
Yes.
Bountiful Blessings.
Yes.
The CAAT Center.
Yes, yes.
Circle.
All amazing programs, amazing organizations.
Right. I'm
Right here.
Right.
Right here.
in the city of Chester.
Doing the work.
Right.
Helping the people.
Helping the people. CityTeam.
They are the people.
They are the people. They are.
What's that?
Literally.
For us, by us?
For us, by us. FUBO. Making a change group.
Yes.
Yeah, just super excited for all of them. So it's Giving Tuesday. I don't typically ask for money on Giving Tuesday, right? Because there are so many other situations that need money. Do we need money? Absolutely. Do we have ideas for programs?
Could we spend the money?
Yes, we could. Fusion Friday is a big thing.
Yep.
Right? I want to be out in all 12 wards this year. Right? How much is that going to cost? About $30,000. Right? For us to show up in all 12 wards
The
and
way that we do in every space.
in every space.
And not short a ward.
Right. I don't want a short award. I want to have water ice. I want to have face painters. I want the gaming truck to be there. You feel me? Pretzels. We got to hit Wawa up and ask them why they only want to donate pretzels. When y'all got tons of pretzels y'all can give. You feel me? But we gotta have these meetings with these groups, right? You got to talk to them, right? So looking for sponsors of this event this summer, right? And this is good for the kids to be out. It's good for the community to come together and hold our leaders accountable.
Absolutely.
Right? Ward leaders, block captains. The block captains take the information to the ward leader. The ward leader then has a sit down with the city councilman or the city councilmen at large, right? Because they don't have wards. I thought they did though, which is crazy.
It kind of shifted. You know what? We're not gonna get political. Just let's keep it.
Sometimes you got to get a little political though. You got to get up in the muck.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, we'll figure that out, right? It kind of shifted at whenever it shifted, and that's cool. But we want to hold our leadership accountable, right? How do you hold your leadership accountable? You know who to go to. You know who to talk to. They should have no problem with making themselves known, coming out into their ward and talking to their ward, right? The block captains should come out as well. Let's take a picture. These are your block captains. You feel me? If you want to know who your block captains are, if you want to know who your ward leader is, hit up CMP Radio. Who's the block captain for Ward 12-1? You feel me? Like, oh yeah, this is the person, right? And I'm sure they have a couple different ward leaders or block captains in that area, right? So let's do that. Let's open up those lines of communication. That's the goal. That's always the goal of CMPRadio.net, to open up the lanes of communication for our community. Because once you understand that communication and unity builds a community, you get everything you need.
Say that again.
Once you understand that communication and unity builds a community, you don't have to worry about nothing else, right? So, yeah, man, great day, man. I know we didn't play all of Ms. Zuline's videos, so we're gonna play that for her. We played some of it, and then we ran into some other time, right? I apologize for that, but I'm gonna let it play. And I know Brittany has to go. She got to get home and get herself together. Yeah. Right. I appreciate you for stopping through today. I appreciate all your help. We got to go through the lives and see who shared, who liked, who commented.
So we can get you this money.
Absolutely. So CMPRadio.net, man, we're out of here, man. I thank everyone. I thank all of the nonprofits. And yeah, we'll see you a little later. I got uncomfortable conversations coming. We're talking about growth and accountability.
Oh.
How does that look? I've grown a lot. I've become accountable for a lot. It's just me, so I ain't got no other choice. I can't run to my mommy no more. All right? So I got to be accountable for a lot of the things that I do. So I'm here for that. CMPradio.net, man. Let's go. CMPradio.net, man. It's you already know, man. Listen, it's Giving Tuesday, and today we're talking to, I'm gonna say, all my nonprofit partners for Fusion Friday, but more so, I'm talking to the nonprofits in the area of Chester, Pennsylvania, the people that inspire me to change, the people that help me keep my head up, the people that speak life back into me. They're also speaking life into their community. They're talking about issues that matter. They're talking about issues that we all should be concerned with. And I want to start with Ms. Zulene Mayfield. Circle. Circle stands for Chester Residents Concerned for Quality of Living, right? If you don't know who Circle is, then you don't know too much about Chester, right? Circle is always and has always been, I want to say since 1992, right? Been out on the front line fighting for things we didn't even know we needed to be fought for. Holding organizations, companies accountable for the pollution that they leave when they lift their foot up, right? Holding our community leaders accountable for agreeing with these corporations for continuing to poison our air, our waters, and our ground, man. I want to thank Ms. Zulene Mayfield for this moment to talk about her nonprofit, Circle, and what Circle has on the agenda and everything Circle stands for. How are you doing, Ms. Zulene?
I'm doing well.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing well.
Yes.
You know, the motto is, as long as you fighting, you never lose. And I can tell you this, as people in America, who we are, our life will always be a fight.
Yes, it will.
It will always be a fight. It will always be a battle as long as hate rides on the system. We will always be in a battle. Always. And we would really be foolish if we thought that, oh, life would be great and grand and wonderful and we can breathe. And yeah, we can sometimes, but we cannot keep, we can't let our minds get clouded.
No.
You know, they want us distracted with parties and shaking the bud and people that we don't know nothing about. We know more about them, about these stars, these little nasty, ratchet people, than we do about our children's school teachers.
Come on.
Okay? Make that make sense.
No, we can't.
No, we can't. You know, you have people that know more about your community that live in Russia,
right,
and Germany,
right,
and Belize,
right,
and Africa, and Sweden. They've all been here.
Right.
They only come to our community because we have a dramatic, an overwhelming problem that they are aware of. We are being subjected with environmental genocide. We're not going to sugarcoat it. It is what it is. And it's always been that way. When they redlined us into certain areas, they made the determination then that all of the undesirables that they didn't want to be exposed to would impact us as a people, Black, brown, and indigenous people. And we have got to realize, you know, some of the things that go on in our community, you know, are not our fault. We have families that are ravaged by cancer.
Right.
By cancer. And I was always raised up, oh, we have a cancer gene.
Right.
There's no such thing.
No such thing.
There are factors that contribute to our poor health.
Absolutely.
And some that we're not even aware of. We're not aware of. But we can be smarter. We can be more strategic. And we can hold these people accountable for the dirt that they do to our communities, and it's a pure evilness.
Right.
It's a greed component to it, and it's how we're looked at as a people.
Right.
You know, the man said, "Well, oh, it's Chester." Oh well, what else do you expect out of Chester?
We
What?
expect a lot of things out of Chester.
We want the same things that you desire
That
for
you
your
want,
community.
right? Exactly.
The exact same things. We want to
Exactly.
live in a safe area. We
Yeah.
want to educate our children. We want
Yes.
to go to work and live in comfort.
Yeah.
That's it.
That's it.
We don't ask for anything extraordinary.
Hmm.
But whenever there's anything concerning Chester, you know, the racist mentality comes out, you know, and that's their trauma. They can't traumatize us with it anymore. It is what it is.
Right.
But how miserable are you when you think you don't have or you can't get because of another people? How miserable are you? How damn you done stole everything you got? Why are you still mad? You still mad because despite everything you've done to us, you have not extincted us. You
We're still
wanted to
fighting.
extinct us.
Yes. Yes.
You still want to extinct us.
Right. Right.
And despite everything that we go to, you still can't keep us from rising. We still achieve. We got one of the worst school districts, but guess what? We still produce PhDs.
Right. Right.
Still. You know, a couple of weeks ago, we had an environmental youth summit. And we were looking for 50 students, 50 kids from the tri-state area. Well, we had 62.
Wow.
But the thing that did my heart good, we had 9 young men, teenagers, that walked up in that building. I didn't have to go find them. I didn't pull them off a corner.
Right.
They walked in on their own. Because they want something. They want something good. They want somebody to care about them, and they need something to do. That's positive. They want it, they desire it, and they fight against the propaganda. They fight against, you know, these crazy familial systems that they live with. They are fighting against the box that people have already put them in.
Right. Right.
As a Black man. They are subjected to things that I've never been subjected to.
I explain that to my son every day. I tell him about his decision making, and knowing when to leave a situation. Right?
Absolutely.
Knowing when enough is enough. I said, your dad did it so you don't have to. I went through it so you don't have to. I changed my life even though I didn't have to go through that, right? I went through it and I did it so that you can understand, right? You can make better decisions than me, right?
You know, my father, JP, used to always say something to me and I never understood it. He used to say it all the time. And as a teenager, he used to get on my nerves about it. Seriously, I'm like, oh, here you go. And he used to always say, he said, Leanie, he said, you know, our job is to advance the next generation. I'm like, oh, here we go with this. You know, because he was from Mississippi.
Right.
And I never understood it until I got to be 30-something years old. And I'm like, oh, bingo, Dad.
There it is.
I got it. You know, and I've been doing this for 33 years.
33 years.
30, and it's okay. No matter how tired I am, how frustrated, how overwhelmed, how, you know, the odds seem insurmountable, you know, the mountains get higher.
They do.
But we have to always understand what our purpose is and what our unique assignment is. We have unique assignments. People won't understand it.
They won't.
My family tried to talk when I was getting death threats. They was threatening to kill my mother and set my house on fire. My family was like, you got to stop this.
No, this is why I do it. I'm getting somewhere. If they're reaching out to hurt somebody, it's moving, right?
So, we have to understand our unique assignment, and we
Absolutely.
can't sometimes convey to other people what our drive is, what our passion is. It's internal. It's God given. This is your assignment, JP.
Right.
And no matter how many times you are ready to walk away from it, you're not going to be able to. I ran away from mine. I went all the way to hell of California.
Right. And it brought you
Okay,
all the way to
I
hell back.
packed a bag and said, "Mom, I'm out. I'll call you." Only person knew where I was my mother.
Right.
And I said, "Don't tell nobody where I am. I just need to be for a minute."
Right.
I still had my house, my lights was on, the phone was on, cable. I paid all my bills.
Right.
I wasn't even here. But you try to run away from something where you didn't quite understand, why are you really doing this? What is the mentality? Are you sick? Are you ill? I mean, it's not like you don't have a life.
Are you a glutton for punishment? Right.
But internally, it is what you were prepared to do.
Yes.
And at one time, I'd be like, "God, are you sure? Because I don't want to do this no more." This conversation not ahead. All right, I need a little bit of help here, because this is,
right. It's getting heavy.
It is heavy. When you look and you say, if I don't do this, how many other people will they have the ability to kill? Unopposed.
Right.
Unchallenged.
Right.
And do it in silence. So, we have to be the bearers of a lot of weight, but it's okay.
Yes, we do.
It's okay, because if he didn't make you, who would be doing it?
Whoever he made in my place, right? At that time. Whoever
there's nobody else could be in your place.
Right.
It's your assignment.
I get it.
This is my assignment. And and it's not about people say, "Well, what do you want your legacy to be?" My legacy, I'm living now. My legacy is that on this given Tuesday, people will care enough about themselves, care enough about their children,
come on,
care enough about their community, not get caught up in the BS about Cardi B. I don't give a rat's behind about Cardi B, Sexy Red, none of them.
None of them, right?
They don't put
nothing
1 minute of time on your life.
Right.
But you wasting your life.
Right.
Knowing all about them. And you don't know what your son brought up in your house.
Oh.
That's craziness. That's craziness. When we have the marches, people, "Oh, well, don't look like nobody from Chester was in the march." Well, where were you? Where were you? How can somebody else from a different stance in life, a different circumstance so far removed, care more about you than you care about yourself? And it's not only in March, it's meetings. It's when we need phone calls, when we need emails, when we need bodies. But it's okay. It's okay. But you ought to care enough about your legacy, the legacy that you created in children, the legacy of your families.
Do you think that's a what do you think that issue is, right? I think we lack a lot of self-love in our community, right? Because self-respect, because if you respect yourself, you respect others. If you love yourself, you love others. And I don't think that's something that was passed down. I think that's what we learned from the last generation that came from crack, right? That generation right there, right? The generation before knew about self-love, and we were helping each other. I remember my grandma telling me, "I ain't never had to lock these doors. You feel me? Now I gotta lock them. I gotta make sure I got a gun in here, right?" And my grandma was for the stuff, right?
Listen, it goes. What I believe, JP, there has been a consistent devaluation of us as Black and brown people. Okay, we have been devalued, and we've been taught to devalue each other. And when you value something, you protect it. When you don't value it, it's throwaway. Oh, well, that's what they get.
Right.
No, some things people don't deserve.
Right.
Some things are not acceptable in our community.
Absolutely.
It's not acceptable for our community to be policed the way it is.
No, it's not.
It's not acceptable. It's
Is
not
that-
acceptable for this person to get out. Blah, 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 blah. No, you want to treat us with the same respect you
Respect.
do that you want in your community. But oh,
Mm.
no. So
Mm.
it's a devaluation of us and our accepting it.
Mm-hmm.
We accept it.
Right.
Well, all he had to do was comply. Comply with what?
All you had to do was talk to him like he was human, like he
Okay.
was a person, like he had rights.
Okay.
Right? Well, why is that so hard when you're a police officer?
So when we don't value each other, how
No
can
one
we
else.
command and demand that somebody else values us?
You can't. You can't. I've been spreading that since I started the radio station. Like, unity. Unity makes strength, right? That's on the Haitian flag. And my dad always used to tell me that before you strike another brother, ask yourself, why are you doing this? And that left me in a very weird position, right? Because why am I going to fight you over something I can get back? So I let a lot of things slide in my life and happen in my life. And it's like, yo, when I finally stopped letting it slide, motherfuckers like, oh shit. Right. All right, P, I'm sorry. Yo, man, what's up? Like, you want to hang out now that you see, like, I can get violent. I can be the most violent person in the room, right? But I don't have to be that. I'm
that's
that.
growth. That's maturity. That's respecting another person as you want to be respected.
That's how
Even
I was
though they've
raised.
shown you disrespect.
Right? That's how I was raised.
That's maturity. But we
I
have
threw
to
that out the window, though.
understand that what you had in
Right.
raising, a lot of these people don't have
Didn't
that.
have it. And I realized
Didn't
that.
have it and will never have it.
Right.
But we can be relearned.
Yes,
we can be retaught.
Unlearn
We
and
can be reprogrammed.
Mm-hmm.
When we had them anthems, I'm Black and I'm proud, there
Right.
was a sense of unity and
It
community.
was.
But then here comes the individualism.
Mm-hmm.
Black men talk about Black women being into the feminist movement. It ain't too many Black women I knew that were in that movement. Period. Those that went to white institutions of higher learning,
Right.
and they were indoctrinated into that culture.
Right.
Black women have never had this issue of feminism. Okay. Yeah, we started singing those anthems independent. It was all a mask.
Right.
It's still a mask.
Okay.
We're strong because we have to be strong.
Have to be strong.
But if we have that man, I ain't talking about that man boy, that male child. But when you have confidence in a man, knowing that he has you,
right,
you got it, dude.
How can a man have you if his mother always coddled him? You know what I mean? As a boy growing up, if my mother coddled me, I expect for a woman to do the same thing, right? My father would pull me away from my mother. You feel me? Like, no, you got to come here so I can teach you how to be a man, how to stand up like a man.
It's about
like a man.
First of all, we have to acknowledge that there's a problem. Okay, there's a problem with that. There's a problem when you have females raising boys. I'm not talking about women. I'm not talking about women. Women and females, men and males are there. It's different universes. So the standards are different. But I do believe that most people are teachable.
Right.
Most people can be influenced by positivity.
Yes.
Okay. Most children, teenagers, JP, we have meetings with our youth group.
Yeah. Choices.
And choices.
Yes.
And one of the amazing things is when they come into wherever we're having a meeting at, they don't pull their phones out. They do not pull their phones out. It ain't no heads down playing on their phone. They are engaged because they want to be. They want to be because they feel like they are valued.
Right.
Their opinion is valued.
Right.
Their feelings are valued.
Yep.
The direction that they want to go is valued and allowed.
Mm-hmm.
I told them, you will make mistakes.
Right.
I don't care that you're mistakes, but you're going to learn from them.
Absolutely.
You want to try something that don't work? Okay. Reset. Let's do something different.
Right. Unlearn.
It's not a mistake per se. It's a learning opportunity.
It's not.
And the same thing can be done with adults. Just because you've always done something, you do it because you're comfortable. Don't mean the shit is right. Okay? Don't mean it's right. Even in our political atmosphere, people love their abusers. You love somebody who's taken from you consistently.
But that's a syndrome, right? Stockholm syndrome, right? When you fall in love with your captor, you feel me?
Oh yes.
I think a lot of us have suffered from that, right? We see
but
them on
when it's the only thing you've ever known, JP, you don't have an alternative.
But we've known other things.
No,
right?
no. No. Do you know at one time the gas station at 9th and Holland Avenue used to be the meeting point? I swear to God.
Right.
After hours, people would go up to the gas station at 9th and Highland. And I could never understand it. These is all people with cars.
Right.
But they would choose to go to 9th and Highland for like the after party. Well, I thought that was the weirdest thing before. I mean, just weird.
No,
you got a car.
Yeah, you got a car to show off in the neighborhood where you're at, right?
No, but you got a car to go out and expose yourself to something other.
You need a license to do all that, Ms. Zuline. Everybody didn't have a license. I just had a conversation with somebody the other day and said,
I don't care. The first thing I did with a car was I stole my mother's car. And guess where I went? Directly to Philly.
I went
straight to Philly. She left the car home, went to work with somebody else, and I took the damn car.
Look, took my grandma's car to Philly, got a flat tire, changed the tire up there, then tried to take the tire off and re-put the flat back on when I got in front of the house. It was crazy. I was tripping. I was definitely tripping. But that's life, man. Like if you're scared to venture out beyond the gates, bro, and you stay in the gates, you're gonna be you're what you're used to becomes your norm, right? And you don't want that. So you want to be able to go outside the gates and venture out into the world and understand the world. I think they have what do they call them in South Africa when they send the kids out of the village at 13 years old. It's a walkabout. Go learn the world, right? Before you come back. Go learn what's out there and then come back and tell us what you've learned. Come back and give us the information so we can send more kids out.
But you know, I heard Steve Harvey say something. He said you can take some fleas and put them in a jar, right? And the fleas jump.
Mm-hmm.
And after a while, they'll learn not to jump any
Just
higher.
To jump that high. Then the top of the jar.
Then the top of the jar.
Right.
Even when you take them out.
Right.
They'll only jump as high as the level of that jar.
Right. That's everything. That's everything. So, I want to talk about what Circle is doing now with we already know what you're doing in the community. We already know that you're an advocate for everything. But what are you doing now with Choices? What is Choices about?
Choices is the environmental youth leadership group. Okay. Mm-hmm. They are from 8 to 20, 21. The older kids seem to go in and out, depending on whether or not they got a job or other life pressures. Our goal is we want to create leaders. We don't want followers. We want these young people to have the ability to use their own brain, to problem solve, to come up with cohorts, to learn how to work together as a community and come up with programs that they want to see, things that they want to learn about. So far, they've learned about civics, how government works. We've taken them to city council so they could tell the council people what they want to see in their community.
Come
on. Not the damn adults telling them what would be good.
Right.
We take them on trips, like they've been to Swarthmore a couple of times to see college life. We have a couple of 10th graders. Our goal is to teach them what it is that they need to get into college. And since we have a unique relationship with Swarthmore College, I
Okay.
feel as though our kids should be fast stream in the Swarthmore College.
Right.
No, we have an ask too.
Absolutely.
You guys got to ask, and so do we.
Absolutely.
And we have a demand. We have a unique relationship with Swarthmore College. Why can't our kids go there?
Right.
Free.
Right.
They got it. We don't. But we got talented young children. So there's no reason why that cannot happen. The Youth Summit was an attempt to take this thing regionally with New Jersey, Philly, and Baltimore and Camden.
Right.
To create a regional hub for these young adults so that they can know that they have like experiences and they can problem solve together and they can build community out of the issues that we have. So that's one of the things. They have a music video out that is awesome. That they helped. They didn't write the lyrics, but they did the filming and told the artists what shots they wanted into this video. So they were into it every step of the way. One of the young adults actually went into the engineering studio because he said he wanted to
learn how to
know
engineer.
about music. Yeah.
Right.
That's what, everybody ain't got to be a rapper.
No, they don't.
The people in the booth make just as much money as the damn rapper.
So
they work more.
Somebody asked me a couple of weeks ago. He said, "Why you coming with a whole radio station, P? You could have just did your podcast, did your thing by yourself, make it lighter for you to carry. But the radio station requires you to do." I said, "The radio station requires a lot because I want people to know what they can have. I want people to know who they can be. Listen, if you want to be a radio host, you can be a radio host, but you got to get an engineer. You got to get a producer. You got to get a content creation team. You can't just go in there and think you're going to be able to do everything by yourself. Eventually, you dry out, right? And that's where I was, right?
Eventually, I want the choices to come on with Dr. Fontaine and have a show.
Right.
But listen, right now, they're being prepared. They've been taught.
And they came through and they did an excellent job when they were talking about the video. You feel me? Like, so I'm all for it. I saw one of the young men the day before Thanksgiving. And he was like, "Man, I know you from somewhere." I said, "Yeah, you're from Choices." He was like, "Yeah, Miss Zulane, yup. I can't remember his name, the little light-skinned kid, right? But
Javante.
He seems like somebody that
he's bright. He's bright.
Very bright on the realities of life. You feel me? And what he wants to do. Like it's an opportunity for me to grow coming here.
He can cite Frederick Douglass's speeches.
Wow.
This is how bad this dude is. He's bad. Okay. So we have a unique setup. We just met a young lady. She's from Kennett Square.
Okay.
Yashvi. Yashvi makes animated videos at 13. She got a YouTube channel. Her father reached out to me because there's nothing out there for her.
Right.
And Kennett, nowhere in her school. She doesn't have a community. Right. He bought her one time. She's joined Choices. So what we're going to have them do next, Yashvi is going to teach them how to make animated videos.
Yeah, I want to know.
She's going to do a class. We're going to have a whole class.
I want to know. Yeah. I'm there for that. Right.
So, it's a lot of things. The possibilities are endless. That's my vision for it. But, Dr. Fontaine has some other things that they want to do, some curriculum work where we want to go up in the schools with Choices and teach the other kids.
Yes.
Peer-to-peer teaching. I can go in school, but they learn better from their peers.
Yes, they do.
That's what they learn all the negative stuff. They can learn some positive stuff.
You can teach them something positive.
And I'm a firm believer in, if they see it, they can be it. Right. I believe that to my core. I was exposed to things, in my household.
Right.
If we don't expose them to it, how do they know what they want?
What's good and what's bad?
What's good? Everybody ain't a damn basketball player. Everybody ain't going to be a rapper.
They're not.
It's just the pod. That's it. I don't give a damn how great of a sports city we are.
Right.
The likelihood of somebody, is less than 1%.
Right.
So why not gear our children somewhere else? They ain't always got to be the damn entertainment. They could be the brains behind the entertainment.
They could be the brains behind the entertainment. They could be the
Okay,
brains behind.
everybody ain't gonna be a star, but you know what? That guy that sets the deals for the basketball players,
The
he earns
agent,
just as much
right?
money as the people on the field.
I told my daughter the other day, I said, you should be a lawyer because you like to argue. Everything I bring to you, you're arguing the fact. No, Dad, because it went like this and that. I said, all right, you're going to be a lawyer. You're going to school for law. I got it. I got you. Everything. We're going to do that. And she told her mom she wanted to be something else. Then she went to her the other day. She said, Mom, I think I really want to be a lawyer. Right. And then and she said, Dad, remember when you took me to court? I was like, I took you to court? When I take you to court? Oh, when I was working for CPSN and I took you there. Yeah, she was like, yup, and I met the lawyers and all that good stuff. I said, yeah. I said, baby, if I didn't expose you to it, you wouldn't have known nothing about
Exactly.
it.
Exactly.
You feel me? So the fact that I took you there and you were with me that day at work and you walked through the office and you met everybody, he was like, you know what? I really want to be an attorney. I said, not this kind of attorney. You want to be helping people, not putting people in jail. But it's a process to that as well. But just knowing what you want for your community, how does that make you feel?
I don't think I'm somebody extraordinary. You know, I go a lot of places. And you know, I meet a lot of people. You know, people always request for me to come and speak, and a lot of it I turn down, JP, because you know, it's work to do in my own community.
Absolutely.
But you know, it's like an 8-headed octopus. Can't do one without the other. You know,
Yeah.
it's got to be all at one time.
Right.
Everything now. So, you know, it's important for me to go out and speak to other groups because that gets us support. That gets people to understand that this is not just a Chester battle.
Right.
It ain't our fight. We've been fighting this shit for y'all for years.
Yeah.
Y'all been living off of the comfort of our work. You got a dog in this fight.
Right.
You got a lung in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
You got children
In this fight.
in this fight. You got your parents, grandparents that are coming up with illnesses and ailments that they should not have. But you sit in the comfort of your suburban house and say, oh, well, oh, they got it. That's a Chester thing.
Right.
The pollution don't stop at the fence line.
It keeps on flowing.
Ain't no Wakanda shield over top of Chester keep the nasties in it. You know?
Right.
That just don't happen.
Right.
So you should be in this fight because you breathe. And it's important, the quality of air that we do breathe and other stuff that we are inundated with. But on this Giving Tuesday, you know, one thing I can say about our community is, and I don't give a damn how nobody feel about it.
Say it.
Here we go.
Right.
The only thing that you want to support in your community is the churches. That's the only thing you consistently fund. Consistently give these people your damn money. And we don't see a minister nowhere on none of the freaking issues that our community is suffering from. We don't see them out for police brutality or the policing of our community. We haven't seen them out about the financial status of our community. We have not seen them out about the degradation of our community. We have not seen them out about housing issues, homelessness, or the governmental issues. You don't see them out about the school issues. They're non-existent.
You think
So
that's
where the
because
F
most of
are
the
y'all?
ministers are not from Chester?
It don't matter. It don't matter where you from. Your money coming up out of this damn community.
Right.
That pays your salary. That gives you sabbaticals.
I get that.
Some of it you get housing, continuing education. You get the pastoral's banquets. You get the little perks. You get the biggest piece of damn chicken. And only time we see you is from Sunday to Sunday. Where are you? Where are you? If you are supposed to be the leaders of our community, where are you, faith leaders? Where are you? We have too many problems in this community. Do you know that we have a list of 117 churches in Chester?
117 churches.
Yes.
Wow.
So that's 117
Pastors.
pastors. You got
Probably
more on the
300,
deacon boards.
334 deacons, right?
Okay. Like, but where are you? Where's your input? Where's your guidance? Where is your challenging the conditions that your parishioners live in? Where are you all at on this? Yeah, you give out food. Okay. But a mother's child got beat up by the police.
Mm.
Where is you? We got people being harassed. Or where are you, sirs and women, madams?
Mm.
Where are you at in the community that you care, you claim to care about? And like I told one of them, you cannot tell me that you care about my spiritual existence when you don't care about me physically.
Mm.
You first have to start physically.
Right.
Don't tell me about heaven and I can't eat.
Right.
I need to eat today. Not when I get to heaven.
Mm. You ever think about being a minister of a church?
Oh, hell no. I would cuss too damn much.
I
No.
would be a deacon. We both be in there cussing.
Hey, I'd be
I
the
got you.
spirit of
I
Paul.
got you.
But you know, you know, I was raised in the church and I'm really disappointed in what they are not.
I'm disappointed in the whole spiritual everything, right? I mean, not just the churches, but the mosques, the masjids, the different temples of belief in our community. How they don't come out, how they don't speak up for our community, how they don't push the word, how they don't push salvation, how they don't push redemption, how they don't push repenting.
You know, a while ago I saw this was last year. And I saw something I hadn't seen in years. You had the FOI out walking.
Right.
And giving out and I stopped my car literally.
Right.
I got out the car and shook the brother's hands.
Right.
Because I'm like, I'm glad to see you.
Right.
When I was growing up, they were always
everywhere. Everywhere.
When I was growing up, you saw them women in them white usher uniforms.
Right.
They would go from corner to corner and run them.
Right.
They would have church right on the corner.
Right.
Tambourines and all.
Right.
So, you know, the challenge for Giving Tuesday is let's get involved in your community.
Absolutely.
There are other organizations that you can support.
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a damn. It's just $5.
Right.
$5 a month. You don't even know how you lost $5. But you spend $50 on a damn nasty platter of food. Okay? Support these organizations. Okay?
Absolutely.
Circle not asking for no money.
Right.
We don't want your money because we think that's an easy way out.
Right.
Oh, I donated them, therefore I don't have to do anything else.
No, we want your time. We were talking about it earlier with Miss Patricia Tripley. Your time, your skills, it's all everything. That's more valuable than money, right? So if you got some skills, you got some time, come and give it to us.
Everybody has a talent, and everybody is good at one thing.
Bro.
Everybody is. If you got time, just go sit up in a meeting.
That's it.
And come back and report.
Right.
We need that.
Right.
Because our goal is to put somebody in every damn meeting they have in Chester. Mm-hmm. We're gonna be in that room.
Well, you know how to let you go over, man. We was at 38 minutes. It's only supposed to be a half an hour. Because you the boss. I don't want no trouble.
I wish I was the boss.
No,
you got the better hand.
No, you are you're at the top of the mountain, right? You have been in this community, fighting for this community for 33 years. I don't know anybody that I could even.
But JP, let me tell you something. I had good examples. And
you're my good example, right? And
Okay,
I
I'm
thank you 'cause-
supposed to be.
yes,
I'm
and,
supposed to be.
and
Didn't I tell you our job is to advance the next generation?
absolutely. And when I called you on the phone, you said, "Baby, do what you have to do." That don't mean I'm gonna stop coming for him. Right,
Hey,
right,
you know what I mean. I ain't gonna say it, but
right,
free
yeah,
world.
right. I love you, Mom. I do.
I love you too. You
I
keep your
appreciate
head
you.
up, keep this station going.
Right, we're
It
gonna
is
keep it going.
valuable for us.
Yes.
People don't know how valuable it is until it's no longer there.
Mm.
We only value things when it's not available anymore.
Right, right, right.
So let's not be that dodos.
No, no.
Okay? And
Thank
support this station.
you. Absolutely.
So any support you want to give Circle, give it to CMP Radio. Because we
Thank
are
you.
right over here.
Thank
For
you.
right now.
I
We
appreciate
just need your bodies.
We just need the bodies, man. So volunteer your time, man. Give your time, give your effort, give your skill. Even if you don't know it's a skill, it could be a skill. Come and help. Come and help. That's what Miss Zulene is asking for. She doesn't want your money. She wants your time and your skill, man. CMPradio.net, man. I want to thank Miss Zulene for her time to talk about her nonprofit Circle. If you don't know anything about it, ask Amadi. If you don't know anything about it, give them an email. They can hit you up. And
Yeah, you can go to www.chesterpaej.org.
Come on, man. Go there, figure it out, help your community. That's it. CMPradio.net. We're gone. Peace.
All right, kiddo.
Thank you, Mom.